Greetings, gamers, and welcome to LogCast episode 12. So, I'm here with two very special guests who are both actually YouTubers. So, I'll make sure to put their YouTube link in the description if you want to make sure to drop them a follow. And I guess without further milking, I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. So, who would like to break the ice and go first?
Yeah, I can go. Bud already told me to introduce myself first. Hey guys, I'm Godsword. I am honestly just recently started making videos 8 months ago. I am a collection logger, kind of. I mean, not kind of. I have 1574 collection logs, and I just started a series of trying to reach rank 100 collection logs. Recent achievements. I mean, apart from my collection log number, I don't feel like I have any other major achievements. Maybe like my Inferno time chasing the pet, I kind of went for like kind of speed run ish. It's like sub 53, but that's only like with nothing crazy. Like I didn't do any crazy tech, so I don't feel like a speed runner. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, so hey guys, so I my name is GameBotto4, but I actually go by Botto in game, so it's not Bodhi, it's just Botto for me. I've been doing YouTube itself for actually making old school videos for 11 years, starting off with like the free to play PKing for fun. But then I started really getting into it with my Extreme Collection Log series, and I've actually been enjoying that a lot for the past 2 years making those videos. Um, I do try to do as many logs as possible on the main as well. So Game Builder for the main, which has elite collection logged, so 1,337. And the extreme logger is currently at 719. So I've been doing really well with that. Um, I would say as a goal for me is potentially trying to get to 1,400 logs on the main if I ever get the chance to. But also for the Extreme Log series, try to get season two completed. Um, and I think there's anything else. Recent achievement as well was actually just green logging Guardians of the Rift on the Extreme Logger, so I was really happy with that. And with me playing the game, I've been playing since 2006 and I have not stopped. So yeah, that's everything.
Gamer.
Hell yeah. Cool. So, I guess let's go straight into it. It's kind of fun having two YouTubers this time because we can actually talk about YouTube. So I want to know what made you guys decide to start YouTube. I know you said you've been making videos for a while, Bodo, but for you, Godsort, how long have you been making videos for?
Only 8 months. I'm actually curious, but I want to hear your story first because you started at 11. I had no idea. Like I've been watching your series, but I had no idea you've been doing videos for that long. I don't know. I actually want to hear that. Curious.
Let's just say it was kind of like a start. Like it was just trying to see to do something different since not a lot of people were doing it at the time. So when free to play came out with bonds, I'm like, this is my chance to actually do something. So I just did free to play PK videos for like less than a year or so, and it was just enjoyable. Like it's something different that no one was really doing, and I knew the videos weren't going to make money anyway because I was doing copyright music. You know, just getting that old vibe of like those 2006, 2007 videos. So if you
Yeah.
guys know of Purple Owns back in the day, I used to
No.
love watching his free to play, like his PKing videos as well, and they were just so fun to watch. So that's what kind of got me into doing stuff like that.
I will
Interesting.
say though, free to play PKing is super fun.
I've done
Yeah,
it.
I was
I've
gonna
done
say
it.
I'm pretty sure you should know about that LGR because you know we've had a couple of fights in free to play.
Yeah, but I'm hella washed now for PKing. I used to do free to play PKing back in the day. I would do like high risk with like rune skimmy and rune 2H's. Those were the good days. I mean, I'm saying high risk, but it was probably like 250k. But for me back then, that was a lot of GP. Yeah, I miss those days.
That's dope. Yeah, for me, I feel like I don't know what it was exactly. Like I've had the idea for like the longest time ever, and it's that type of thing that you have the idea, but you never like execute on the idea. And then I feel like uh, as the idea started to become kind of a little bit more real, uh, having conversations with specific people that were like successful, and then like IRL successful, like they do very well, and then them being like, wait, this is, you should actually do this, not necessarily uh for being, you know, successful, but like kind of validating that it's not a waste of time ish. Like it's a good thing to, you know, have it as an endeavor or something, or like a project. Kind of validated that, and then I just started recording. I recorded for like months, and that's kind of how I got the backlog. So I had no skills like editing. I had no idea I had to do anything regarding a video. So I just started recording first, and then in the while gathering like all the content and progress, and then started to figure out like everything editing wise. Like my first video took me so long to edit, so long. Uh, and yeah, that was kind of like that. Also, me buying a new computer like was the main trigger. Right before this computer, I just didn't have the hardware, I would say, to confidently do it.
You need a somewhat decent PC that can like render the videos, but
Yeah,
it's kind of funny because
exactly.
you're like a very similar situation than me. Like I also recorded clips for like 6 months and then started the series with like a crazy backlog from there. And I mean, I
Which
have a
thank
very
honestly,
like
thank God.
I have a very like a I guess like hot take where like I do agree with what you said. Like if you're playing the game, you may as well try to find a way to do something out of it. And like even if like the YouTube doesn't make you any money, which is extremely likely because it's very competitive, like you still documenting your gaming or your experience that is going to stay forever on YouTube. And then years later, if you quit the game or if you're still playing, you can look back at those videos. And for me, that's like the main reason I started YouTube, the series at least. Before that, it was just like random shit I was posting. Like, I got my first Infernal Cape and I posted like the VOD of the Zuck fight, which is really scuffed. I think I tanked like 2 ball hits from memory. But it's funny today for me to rewatch that and go, oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel like if you this goes with anything. If you try something out and you don't like it, then why keep going? And that this has happened to me a ton of times. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this, and I didn't enjoy it. I stopped. Right? Like if you don't like something, it's not sustainable. You're not gonna have consistency. You're most likely not gonna be, uh, it's not gonna be fruitful. Let's just say, because consistency is key in everything, right? So obviously this was something like I tried it out and just I've been pretty consistent since I started, and I've been enjoying it. Obviously, like if I don't ever make money off of this, I'd still do it, and I'd probably still like put put like time, effort, money into it just because it's my hobby, right? Like it's I have like more than 1,000 days played. Clearly my hobby. Shit. So yeah.
RuneScape is definitely a hobby, and like I've actually quit doing YouTube videos like 2 times in that 11-year time span because at first I felt like I wasn't really going anywhere with the series. Like me starting with free to play, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do a free to play series to see if I can make this amount in this amount of time, which was pretty easy to do. And then I'm like, oh, I'll try this unique series. It's called Build a Bank, where I actually just like start with absolutely nothing, like Iron Manning it, except being an Iron Main, I think it was. But then unfortunately, I changed the series that many times, and it kind of just like dwindled a bit because I made so many rule changes when I should have just stuck to what I currently had. And then it was just after a while, I'm just like, I don't see myself going anywhere. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to do like the whole over editing kind of thing for like top. I don't know why I chose to do it. I've started doing like top tens and like favorite bosses, and then 10 beginner money makers, which actually kind of did decent. And then I tried to do something that was like a wheel spinning kind of thing, where it's like I spin the wheel and then whatever it is, that's the video I'm gonna make. And the funny thing is that it brought me back to the free to play scene where that video about saying how members is much more, sorry, how free to play is much more fun than members PKing actually shot up very well. But then I quit for 3 years and then I started the extreme log, and it's just been a lot of fun since starting that.
I remember when you
Oh, yeah.
started that, you were sending me like updates and stuff back then.
And that was when I was stuck on one certain thing, which was absolute bullshit. But you know what? It is what it is with the game.
It's RNG, man.
Who created the first extreme log? Was it Tedious?
It was
Is it
actually
tedious?
ZZ. I'm pretty sure he started the series. But then he kind of like stopped altogether. So I don't know what's happening with him in his series. I think he got himself stuck on one of the logs or he's stuffed up or something. And then Tedious started making it. And I'm like, I'm gonna join in, but then do mine completely different to what he's doing. Like instead of being like a certain logs just to get them done. I decided to start off as a level 3, getting as many of those done, and now I'm at the point where I'm like that med level. So I still have like a couple of seasons after that, but I need to complete these logs first before I even try to um move forward with like the other seasons.
Mm, nice.
And who is the most progressed, like, clog, extreme collection log? Do you have more collection logs than tedious?
Uh I've got, what did I say? 719. If I was to search him, I think he's at the same amount. Oh, he's just under me, but I think it's more that he's gone more of the entertainment route, and I've gone with more of the completionist route kind of thing. So that's why you see a lot of me doing like a lot of horrible collection logs where I could have just like gone hard on like some of the bosses if I wanted to, but I'm like, nah, I think the hardest thing I've done, well, not hardest, but like the most progressive log was completing the corrupted gauntlet and trying to get 2 of the enhanced crystal weapon seeds as well.
Didn't you? And sorry if this is spoilers, but didn't you do the LMS log entirely? Am I
Oh
crazy?
yeah, that was done last year in February, and I did all that within like a month's time.
You're crazy, by the
Crazy.
way. You're insane. You're insane.
I don't know why people find LMS so hard. Like it's actually pretty easy. Like you go after the bots, yeah, but like if you actually got decent ping, you can win. I
Oh,
feel
you're
like that's
I
very
probably
mean,
playing on
controversial to
Aussie
say.
servers, right? And you got ping
Oh yeah,
advantage.
absolutely. And then once you go to World 580, it's horrible. But somehow I was still beating the bots even in World 580. But in 390, I was getting most of my wins there.
Damn. So how
that's
much would you
crazy.
charge to do LMS with me and give me the win?
No.
Fuck, it's worth a try. That's very
Bro, I
impressive.
feel
That
bad for
grind
all the
is
people who
scary.
need to try and get. I feel bad for the people who have to try and get one win now in order to buy anything from the store.
It's way harder now, to be fair. I think now LMS is very hard. Like people are like with Deadman, All Stars, and the new LMS setup. It's actually not that easy anymore. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it was a massive waiter's L for me for not green loving that.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
what it is. Cool.
It is what it is.
So my next question would be, what does making videos change your playstyle? Now I know for you, Bato, obviously you're playing a complete different game mode, so that definitely has an impact. But
Yeah.
for
It
Godsword and I,
does.
as cloggers, I'm curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, definitely changed my playstyle. Before making videos, I feel like I was a massive like content hopper. I got like, oh, did a little bit of this, a little bit of that type stuff. You know what I mean? Now it's like thinking about a video, like having a theme of a video, which by the way, maybe it's not needed. Obviously, like I'm just starting, so I'm still testing stuff out. But like uh having a specific theme of a video or like a goal of a video keeps you kind of grounded to that goal. I'll give you an example. I just said in the video that I'm recording right now, I said like I'm not leaving until I finish the Soul Reaper X from Whisper. And I'm basically 2K KC already, and I still haven't gotten the Whisper. Like I've been 3 weeks just, going at Whisper. It's like I'm tired of Whisper, right? But like if I just say, like I need to finish the video, and I want to also. But yeah, definitely sticking to one specific content, even if I'm just going through it, is the main thing that has changed for sure.
So I'll leak a tech for you if you want. What you do is you juggle 3 grinds at the same time, and you hop between those 3 grinds, and you split the clips in 3 folders per grind. So like for example, for
Oh,
me, I'm doing Konar as like a main grind, and then if I CBA like properly playing, I'll do Mage next. Then if I CBA either or, I grind Moonhelm on mobile.
And then as soon as you get a clog, you make the first video.
Exactly.
Wait.
Wow.
Yo, wait. You just cracked the code, dude. We made it, boys.
It's that easy, bro.
That's why you got the massive.
Wait.
That's why you got that massive backlog.
Dude,
Yeah, and then if you
hell
go
yeah.
dry,
Wait,
then you get like a very long video. Like sometimes you see my videos like 40 minutes. That means I got fucked. And then
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
times it's like a BA video and it's 12 minutes long, and you know I got spooned. So
No, first off, you're a genius. Second off, well, there is a problem. I did just get like a Virtus piece, so that is a collection log. So like, and my thing is like a timeline too. So I guess as soon as I got the Virtus piece, I do have to kind of stick with it. But no, that's honestly genius.
but
in
I used to
general.
do what you were doing, and I would like, because I saw your video that popped off when I watched it.
Yeah.
It was like 10K views, which was pretty cool, and you were like
Said, like,
content hopping
38,
a
yeah.
lot. But that's what I was doing initially. I was content hopping, and then I would just take like 100 clips, make one video, but then it would be all over the place. Like I'm killing Zami, and then the next clip I'm doing a Tob, and then the next clip I'm doing one CM, and then but like that's fine too. It's just not the same. Like you can't necessarily like target your episode on one specific objective, like you said. You can't have a theme.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like if you get a collection log, you can make a video out of that and say like, but then it's like all over the place. So, and it depends on how you want to do it.
I feel like if you're like settled and you're like a master storyteller, you can get away with it. Just
That's
being
different
entertaining.
though. Like most of those big YouTubers, they do voiceover, so it's not like legitimate reactions. I don't like that personally. I like voiceover on everything. I feel not voiceover. I like the natural reactions on everything that I do. So I don't do any voiceover except for the intro.
Really? I do some, like, especially when I feel like some part of the video is not clear, especially like my plan stuff.
Yeah.
I do some,
That's fine.
but like a reaction of me getting a clock. I mean, brother, that's just the rawest thing.
Yeah.
It's just me having a little moment.
I mean, to be fair, like a live reaction is always the best, but the issue also comes to as well if your mic decides to not record itself, or you may have not had like the shadow replay on, and then you just like miss yourself getting like that unique item you've been waiting for so long. I've had that a couple of times, so I actually have to voice over, not my reaction, but most of the times it's like me getting a level, or sometimes it was actually getting a new collection log, which does kind of suck if you have that awesome reaction, then you find out your microphone wasn't recording or your OBS wasn't recording, and it just like ruins it for you.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, same. Actually, I did hear Solo Mission talking about how he barely ever does voice. Like he's always doing like authentic on the spot like recording.
That's impressive for him. That's impressive. I know who was it? I know DVS does a lot of voiceover, and there's one more that it's settled probably. It does voiceover on everything. But if you're a good storyteller, you work well. It's just
the more you listen to DVS, then you actually start to realize that it's actually true. He does voiceover because you even hear it.
DVS is a goat. Don't flame, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just depends on the style, because I think both of them have extremely strong formats in their specific video type, right? Like the way they both like storytell and like the vibe of the video, I think it just fits with their vibe. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just a style thing,
Yeah, but they built their vibe over like actual years. So if it works for them, it works for them. Like they're not gonna change it. And they're both full-time creators, which is a different topic. We can discuss that later. Different mindset as well. Cool. I'm glad I thought you something today.
I was gonna say.
Oh, dude.
The thing I was gonna say is like with like the play style, like because you guys are lucky in a way that actually you're smart because you're using your main account as your main source of content, not like another account. Whereas for me, I want to play my main, but I feel like I don't get that chance to do like some of the newer stuff. Like I can do it like on release of the new stuff, but then I'm like, okay, I have to get back onto the Iron Man so I can actually get new clogs so I can get a video up. Because then if I feel like if I don't get it up, then it's kind of like you lose your viewers, you lose your subscribers, kind of thing. Because like, oh, when's the next video coming out? And it makes it harder to try and get a new video out whilst you are working on one big thing, which then puts some kind of pressure onto yourself, and you kind of lose that feeling of actually playing the game where you're stuck just trying your best to progress on your one account where you miss out playing on your other account.
I I
Yeah.
tried the side series with a new account. It's I find it tough to play two accounts at once, and because I know you can open OBS twice and record both accounts at the same time, but I never properly learned how to do that. So I never bothered. And jumping my recording from one monitor to the other for like a clip, like when I'm the only other series I tried was the unranked group Iron Man, which was funny at first, but I killed that right after.
I I think one of the YouTubers made a video on, I think it's Aliop who did it, how he figured out a way to, um, let's just say you got your main and you're unranked. So if he clicks on his main, sorry, if you click on your iron screen, then it starts recording that. But then once you click on your other screen, and then OBS just immediately then jumps over to that game itself on your unranked. So then he's not like actually missing anything when he's like playing on multiple accounts.
Okay, so that's probably the tech. Because I know, like, I watch, like, I think it's one of those YouTubers that makes videos PKing people, and he has, like, multiple accounts open. And you see the recording, like, shift from account to account. So I'm assuming that's how they do it. Because that's pretty cool. That makes sense.
It's only harder when you play like on resizable rather than actually playing on the fixed screen. Because fixed screen you can have like 4 accounts going, but I actually love having mine on resizable, which fits um, the one account. But then I have enough room on my monitor to fit another account on the other side of it.
Yeah, I play full screen, so I'm doomed.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is
I don't know how
crazy.
you can play on full screen.
I don't know, man.
Do
I
you do like
gotta.
stretched? Do you do like stretched?
Yeah, you do stretch. Otherwise, it looks like garbage.
Yeah.
I do stretched. Stretch is the goated plugin.
I mean, to be fair,
Because
I
I don't
play on
notice it in
three.
your vids.
I literally do have like 3 monitors all the same size, but main monitor down the middle is like RuneScape. My right hand side is YouTube. My left hand side is Discord and OBS.
I couldn't.
Cool.
I couldn't.
So my next question for you guys: what series are you currently working on? We already kind of touched on it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm working on, and I just have one video out of this. Obviously, I have like a little backlog here, but I'm working on Road to Rank 100 collection logs, which is a pretty hefty goal, considering I have a job and a wife.
That was a goaded introduction, by the way, with my restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like right nowadays, and this is jumping topics, but nowadays every series has like a restriction, right? So it's kind of like a joke on that. Um, but yeah, I you know what? I thought people were gonna think it was easier, like people that are not into the collection log scene or like know how competitive it is, or not even competitive, but how many degens there are like at the top. But no, I think everyone kind of knows how much of a challenge it is. So I'm glad that that came through.
No, it is
So
very insane. I've been fighting for my life to maintain top page iron for like 4 years now.
yeah,
It's very tough.
yeah, and definitely like in the more time passes, the more competitive it gets because
Yeah.
like people get their actual true clog, or like the people that have all pets. Like one of the things that I don't mention is I have 35 pets. Like I'm in a big disadvantage, EHC wise. I'm not super worried about that, to be honest, but
No,
yeah,
but you can
I
grind
am.
them over time. It's just you're competing against people that
Exactly.
have like almost 70 pets, and then they decide,
Yep.
oh, let's clog, and then they just pass you in like a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not
Exactly.
much you can do about that.
I do have my share of like bad grinds done that those people don't, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
well, as for me, yeah, so it's the Extreme Collection Log series, which is basically trying to complete one collection log at a time. And like I said, how I have it set up was me completing it as a level 3, where the hardest ones for that one there was um, completing Temporos and then also completing Wintertodt. And as some people say that, trying to complete LMS, but I did that as a level 3 as well. But I mean, they're all long grinds at the end of the day, so you can't really do much about it. But now I'm in that mid-level kind of area where you expect most of the people who play the game are actually doing these type of content. But with me, unfortunately, I'm stuck doing that sort of content until I actually green log it. So the whole point is just to complete as many green logs one at a time as possible.
But like, I have a question for that. Like, are you gonna eventually like, you're gonna have to do like Slayer section? Like, that's gonna be crazy.
Well, the
Like,
beauty of it, well, thanks to episode 1, I actually explained as much as possible what are the passive logs, and I absolutely made Slayer a passive because I am not that um I'm not that crazy to try and just do Slayer all in one hit. That I was not going to do anything like that
because that
because
would be kind of
otherwise that
cool.
video will most like yeah. Because like for me, I try to do the whole collection log in one video. So if I did Slayer in one video, like I'll probably be sitting at like dragons for God knows how long just to get myself the Draconic Visage, and then also the Wyvern Visage as well. Like you have no idea how long those are gonna take.
Yeah, but
So
it's
I
Sonar
just
Slayer
found
as well. That it's
Yeah, no,
probably
it's
like
crazy.
a couple hundred
that too.
hours easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Like I want to be able to still play the game in a way and not just like technically like kill myself over a certain log that's going to take me technically like years to complete. So I rather just make those passives so then I can still kind of enjoy the game. And if I green log them at the end of the day, then that's great. That's just like an extra log that I can just get done.
Cool. All right, my next question is about the importance of thumbnails and titles for YouTubers.
Actually, have a something to say about here, which it just happened in my channel, but I think you're missing something here, which is for me the most important part, which is the idea or the premise, even more than the thumbnail and the title. Like the idea of what you're doing is, in my opinion, a little more important than both of those. And then like a good premise or idea can then lead to a title and a thumbnail. Obviously, they're extremely important, but I'll give you an example. When I started like my first 15 videos, it's just like a progression series, right? And they did good. They did fine. I mean, but then I was thinking, and it took me months to think about this. Obviously, like how can I add stakes, right? Like when you watch all these videos about YouTube, everyone about anything, by the way, not even gaming related, but they're always saying like add stakes. Like what are the stakes, right? So I came up with the kind of chasing for ranks, which by the way, I'm always looking at my rank. Like I feel like I initially got to into collection log the way I did it because of the rank in collectionlog.net. Um, so it's not like it was already part of the like my personality, just looking at ranks and kind of being a little competitive, etc. Um, and then I think obviously if you see how that one performed versus all my other videos, it's just out of the water. I think actually more than 2x my subscribers in 3 days in this past week, which is insane.
From
And
that
I'm
one
just blown
video. How
away.
many views is that video
Yeah,
at now?
it's at like 38K, which
What
is
the fuck?
just
Okay.
insane.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that shot up
It's
hard.
crazy. It was like 10K
yeah.
when I watched it.
I know, dude.
Damn.
I mean, dude, Sunday, this like a week ago, I was at 1.5K subscribers. I'm at 3.5K, almost 3.6.
Damn, yeah, that popped off.
Yeah,
It's always the first episode of the series. That's the
yeah,
trick.
Yes,
yeah,
Pops it
yes,
off.
that is
exactly.
actually very true.
All right, that means I'm starting a
Uh,
new series starting today, boys. Road to top page vlog.
I kid
I
you, I
mean, dude,
kid
you
you
should.
not. I kid you not. One of my mates who wanted to get into YouTube, he actually made about like 4 or 5 different series. So all of them were all episode ones, and I think he was waiting to see which one would get like the most views out of it all. But I think he got very unlucky with the algorithm. But it is kind of true. Once you start an episode 1, that's when all the views come in, all the subscribers come in. But then you have to try and top that episode 1 to get people to stay. That's the
That's
hardest
hard.
thing with the videos itself. So then your thumbnails have to be all consistent with each other with how you create them. Your titles need to also be somewhat the same, but still following that pattern of what exactly you are doing in the video itself. Um, thumbnails are always going to be a hard thing to do because it depends on if you're going to do it yourself or if you're going to get someone, if you're going to pay someone to do it for you. Like most of the people, they you all get like the skulls to do all their thumbnails and that. But then if you're able to have that creativity to know what you want and you think you can do it, then just go ahead and do it and just have fun with it.
I personally,
Yeah.
and I know this is probably one of the next topics, I pay to get my thumbnail done. And I have pretty, I think I've actually told LGR, I think it's a good idea to do it. Like, if you see, if you just analyze, because I did my first few, like what, more than 10, maybe 13, 14, 15 thumbnails, and I just have had my like recent 5 of them done or something. The difference in like, like, dude, these people just know what they're doing, right? Obviously, get someone that's like relatively good and like knows what they're doing. It's a conversation. You can share your ideas of what you want. They're just gonna do it cleaner. For me, that's just because I work. I have a wife. I don't just have the time to sit and do. It takes me personally a while to do my thumbnails that I was trying to do, and they still weren't like that good in my opinion. So yeah. It's just worth it
There's
for me
definitely a
personally.
difference between having a wife and then having a girlfriend and being single.
Yeah.
I do my own
For me,
thumbnails,
it's
but I don't have a wife. Maybe that's why I have a girlfriend instead.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
I mean, my thumbnail are based on like a YouTuber that I think he burned since, but Tansfang. He had like a very simple approach to making thumbnails, and I spoke to him about it, and he kind of taught me the tech, and that's what I do. It's like very easy, one item, big screen, and then a little background. I considered buying thumbnails. I don't care, man. I'm doing this for fun. I don't want to consider this too seriously. I was thinking of some like side series. Maybe I can try to pay for one for those, just so it pops off better than my current style. We can maybe
You want to
talk
be the
about
next
that.
extreme logger?
No, it's something more stupid.
Dude, let me get into this because I feel like there's okay. I know one of the topics that I want to talk about is kind of like treating this as a hobby, something very casual versus more like a business. And I think you, LG, have so much potential to be like a 100K Andy. Like you have so much potential. And I think it would be kind of like, for example, if you just do the thumbnail one, like invest in thumbnails, because you would be like already still profiting. Obviously, like your videos do great, and you post an insane amount. I don't know how you post so much without job, a girlfriend. Like the cadence that you post, I couldn't do it. I do
I don't know
once
how
every
I
2 weeks.
maintain it, to be honest with you,
I
because I
have no
don't play that
idea. That's what.
much. I just milk and yap a lot. I
And the
think.
reason I say you have so much potential is like you're an Iron Man with an insane amount of clogs. You're like the face of the clogging community, right? Like your videos are awesome. Like, dude, there's so many. You have
Or
so
you're
many unfair
glazing, dude.
advantages.
Holy, you're glazing.
But I'm telling you, like the packaging, if you improve it like by 2% gradually, that's it. That's like the key because you have the rest. You have the rest.
But
And
I
it's like
can
less time you have to
try
spend.
to pay for one and see what happens, like numbers
Yeah,
wise.
just try it out. Just try it out. Yeah.
Could be
If
cool.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
You're gonna break even either way. So
I mean, the price you were talking to me about didn't seem too unreal. So
it isn't. It isn't. Like these guys, the guys that know how to make thumbnails, they make like a S-class thumbnail in like 40 an hour. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea how long they actually take. By the way, I'm just assuming. But I know these guys are fast.
yeah, no,
Like
they're
the
for
amount of
sure
thumbnails that
fast.
they're doing, yeah, they're super fast and they make them so clean. And the meta of thumbnails lately, I don't know exactly what it is because at the end of the day, like everyone's doing a little bit of the same. There's a group of thumbnail makers that are making thumbnails for a lot of people. So eventually, what's gonna happen is like a lot of thumbnails are gonna look quote unquote similar, just like this blender looking thumbnail. They look great, by the way. I mean, I'm paying for them. But maybe are they? Is that gonna stagnate? Maybe, I don't know.
Because I feel
Eventually, who
like the
knows?
Blender, I like the nostalgia in the thumbnail where you see like actual RuneScape, and Blender doesn't feel like RuneScape. It feels like it's created off the side. So I was never a
Yeah.
fan of using Blender. I tried learning it a while back with like UG and a buddy of mine, and I just like I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it, and I just kept my style. And my thumbnails, by the way, like I don't put much time into it. Like I speedrun a thumbnail in like 3 minutes
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
I
caffeine.
actually did try to use Blender for it as well. I did like another series which was like trying to fight all the bosses from the earliest boss implemented into the game, and then every year when we had like new gear, then start wearing the newer gear that was best in slot. And I started using Blender for that. It kind of worked, but like you miss like the actual um yeah, there's just that feel of it not being RuneScape, which then kind of sucks with it.
And do you guys have you guys ever tried paying for an editor?
No, that's just
No,
no. Honestly,
absolutely not.
like, would I love it? Yeah, maybe. But like, even the time that it takes to communicate it, it's probably worth it at the end of the day. But like, that's just way too expensive, to be honest. For me, like, yeah, nah,
I
I'm not
tried
that.
once a while ago. Like some guy offered to do it for cheap for the first one, just to like see how I feel. And the price that he offered, like with the cheap, was like 50% off, and it was a break even for me because I wasn't making much back then. But then with the full
Stuff
price, I
that.
was losing money. And I tried it, but it just didn't feel worth because I'm very fast at editing now. I can edit a full video in like 2 to 3 hours if I lock in. So
Now, I have a question about that there for you. Now, once you get a clip and you put it into whatever folder you want to, do you then put that clip into the video timeline that you're editing, or do you just like wait until you finish your session and then put it in?
I wait until I finish the quote unquote episode and then I put all the clips and edit all at once.
Same.
I can't do that
You
myself
do
because
it
I feel
as
like
you
I'm gonna
go?
miss
That's
a clip.
crazy. Do you okay,
I actually do, yeah.
question. When you do like cooking, do you put your stuff in the dishwasher as you go or at the end?
I'll finish eating, then put it straight into the dishwasher, and
That's not
then
the same
once I
thing then,
know the
because it
dishwasher is
for
full,
creation you're not
then I
doing
do it.
that. In creation,
No, but like to me, doing that makes it easier because I know that I have the clip. I'm going to put it into the video, make sure it is edited, and then I can continue going forward. So then I know that I'm not making a mistake by making a clip go for a bit too long by just throwing it in there, or the clip itself wasn't meant to be in there in the first place, and I had to delete it, kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
to be
Like,
fair, I'm making fun of you, but that's the smart way to do it. Because that
Yeah,
way, if something's
exactly.
wrong, you see it right away.
hey, one thing you have to learn about me, you can try to make fun of me, but I take everything like literal, and it's always a fun time to do it.
But no, I
Yeah,
wait
I
for
do the
the
same as you, LGR, but I do think but what you're doing is probably better than what we do. Yeah.
if you can do it, of course, it's worth.
Yeah, I'm just lazy, bro. Like, I'm
But
gaming, bro.
I like collect folders like episode like 230, 231, and then they stack
Same.
up, and then eventually I have like seven, and then I do like an AFK grind and I edit everything.
Yeah.
Schedule upload it, and then afterwards I go back to grinding for like a month, collect clips, and then I have like 3 episodes to edit or something like that. Kind of nice. Cool.
Wait, actually, on that same topic, one of the things that I feel like I have a mentality a little different. Like, I'm not. If you see how much I've spent, like for example on thumbnails and things like that, uh, I'm negative. I don't care not making profit. Like, I'm not even slightly. And like, it's not like it hurts. It's not nice, but like I just have a feeling that, or like just I have the belief that eventually I'll be in the green. Like I'm not scared to invest a little bit at first,
What
just to.
But you have
what
a
does the
job,
wife
right?
have to think
So
about
being
that?
negative is not
Yeah,
the end of the
yeah, yeah.
world. So
Exactly. I'm just thinking the way I see it is like, okay, how much? I just see it as an investment, pretty much, right? Like I do. It's like you have to invest a little bit in whatever you do, right?
Yeah, of
And I'm
course. Like
close. I'm close already
like with
too.
my editing software, I use Wondershare Filmora, and I'm paying like 90 something bucks a year, and it's honestly to pay that is cheaper than RuneScape membership for a year, 100%. But it's actually worth using something like that to then just like get these videos out there. It's definitely something that's worth. And with me, like I work full time as well. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to work from home, so at least I can do some things on the side. Um, but I'm not looking to put my actual money into paying for thumbnails and that when I can just learn and have fun to do it myself. Like even with the current ones I have now for the extreme log, it's literally the in-game RuneScape background with my character in whatever gear that it's using, and then whatever I'm actually doing for the collection log I'm trying to complete, and then just like three separate um what's it called uh three separate sections, like how you use crap, what's it called again, Photoshop. Like you have like three different layers. That's right, and then like that's what they all are, and it's just like mixing and matching to make sure that you feel like you got your thumbnail right. And then that's literally it. That's just how I do my thumbnails, and it's been working
Yeah.
ever since.
If you have the CTR, like for me, it was just a jump in CTR. That's why I keep doing it. It just made sense. Yeah.
I'd be curious to see the data behind it if you don't mind, privately, of course.
Yeah. No, I can show you. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to see what your
Abs-
CTR looks like with the new thumbnail. Because if it's better than mine by a massive margin, then that's a pretty
Yeah,
pretty
I can
evidence
share.
of a.
Like it depends, right? Like I did an aerial fishing video that shit didn't do good. People did not want to see that.
It's a
But
nice
like
thumbnail. That was the one with like the roadmap and those like arrow fish. That was
yeah,
like
no,
temper
the thumbnail was
options.
great. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the idea is what matters the best, right? Like it could be a
Yeah,
great thumbnail, and then but
people
people
get
just don't
PTSD
want to
from
watch.
aerial fishing, maybe.
Yeah, they just don't get excited for the idea, right?
Cool, interesting. And I mean, I guess we were kind of like touched on it. So, what do you think like the full time from part time content creator shift starts being logical?
Hmm. I think I'm not even like remotely close, and I think what the biggest thing that be like a fear is like if you're dependent on your full-time creator revenue, then it's like you have to you can't mess around. I feel like the pressure of that, unless you're doing like very good and it's like your all of your basic needs are, you know, are good, your house, your rent and all that, then you can kind of have a little breathing and creative thought. But if you're like, paycheck by paycheck trying to survive on like content creation, I think the stress would be just bad.
I can't
I
do
don't
it.
know.
I just
That would be
can't.
the bit. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember hearing Sebe say that he decided to switch from from nothing, like he didn't even make enough money and he still switched. And when he was saying that, it was like an old G ramble a long time ago. That was like jaw dropping to me. I was like, that's crazy. He took the risk at that stage. Because right now I make a decent amount from YouTube, but it's still like 6% of my in real life income. So it makes no sense. Like it's just not even close.
One of the reasons also that like I'm Colombian, like I live in Colombia, and there's also a difference in like what I need to live versus what someone in Canada or the US needs to live. Or I don't know, Australia. I'm pretty sure obviously there's a
Okay, the
difference. I don't
cost
know
of
how
living
much
is
of a difference
cheaper.
there is.
I didn't know you were in Colombia. I thought
Cost
you
of
were living in the States or something.
no, no, no. I live in yeah, I live here,
Bro, I just
and
assume everyone lives in the States at this point.
uh, based, I guess.
The
I'm
cost of
pretty close
living
to
must be
Miami, I
pretty
guess.
cheap actually. So if you're making like decent from YouTube, you can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean that's also like right, yeah. And I mean I already said I'm in the negative right now, so not right now, but like it is the idea, right? Like it's an idea to invest in that, and you know, it's not really the idea. It's like I guess it's more realistic than someone that needs I don't know 100K a year to survive, right? Like then that is way more of a mountain to climb, let's just say, and like I guess
I don't think many RuneScape
yeah.
YouTubers make over 100K. I think it's only a handful.
Um, I do believe some of them actually do make that amount. But of course, they're trying to like keep it hidden at that point. But there's also that those people who think that like YouTube can be a part-time thing with a full-time streamer position to like stream on Twitch and Kick, and that's where most of their income comes from. And then the YouTube videos is then that little extra they make on top of that.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure what it is.
I think they're being way more open about it. Like, I don't know if you've seen the EVscape series on his second channel of him like sharing every month he shares how much he made.
Oh, that's
I don't know
cool.
if you
I
guys
didn't
have
know
seen
that.
that. Oh yeah,
I have
it's
not
super.
seen that.
You guys should check that out. Like obviously he's like one of the biggest in terms of like monetization. Um, he makes like 10K plus a month. Obviously, it depends on the month. Some months are like insane. Some months are like less and all that, depending on the events, etc. But I think also No Monkey said he made like 70K on the Deadman All Stars week. 70K, which is insane. Obviously, that's like a one-off week, but still 70K, like, bro, that's insane.
But I would say for him to make that, he has Solo Mission to thank a lot because it's technically Solo Mission's like project to where all the money is mainly going over to him, and then those who are a part of it are actually making about, I would say, 30% of the money that Solo Mission is actually making for this for the series itself.
Yeah,
Are you
for
saying
sure.
Solo
Solo
Mission
Mission.
is?
He's the one that created the events and all that, and hosted everything, did all the work. They just come and play and play competitively, of
Yeah,
course. But
let's think about it like this as well, right? If any one of us got onto any of the top tier RS YouTube series, like you've got you got Soup series. I can't remember what it was called,
stealing
but
our games.
I feel yeah, the Gilmore Games, like those people who were a part of it, they get their publicity, and a lot of people then start tuning into them, depending on like how far they would have gotten into the Gilmore Games. Then you got them in mode All Stars to say, see who the team that wins to be like, okay, now I can go to watch those people who won, um, who've actually won the demo mode All Stars, and then they get more publicity for it. So like, if any one of us go into like Gilmore Games, like that's that form of publicity to be like, oh, I never heard of this person before. Subs, likes, views start to go up because we're a part of something that was massive, and then we potentially then get a bit of that getting noticed kind of thing.
Well, you know, it's interesting you mentioned that because the reason this he shared that number is because they were saying that the small, quote unquote, smaller content creators in the event, which are still huge, but like the smaller ones, uh, did worse financially than they did on a normal week because like the views were very concentrated on like Otoblock solo
Mm.
mission stream and then like people on Otoblock's team and like just the big ones, right? And then solo mission did like amazing because his UAV string thing was just doing insane. Um, I think to the point that solo mission was gonna give like a bonus to a few people. I don't know how it was exactly. I'm not gonna talk about that, but um, like they were just saying like to give fixed rewards to the smaller people there, but which is just it was a whole Reddit thing or something. So yeah, that was the
Honestly,
context.
I would love to one day to get on like Gilmore Games. I think it's mainly because like I see like the prize pool and I'm like, that would do really well for my main account to get more content going on it, you know?
Oh, I think getting on those is just you have to just make it first, right? Type thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the hardest thing to do, to make it first. But the more effort you put into it, then of course the more of a chance that you got.
I
But
mean, you have to be bringing a new type of audience, right, to the thing. Because if not, I feel like I don't know.
I think you need that one unique series that like tops everyone else's, and then you're just golden from there.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings up the next question: like, what is the YouTube meta?
Well, I just honestly say just be as unique as possible, and if there's like a really good end goal to your series that you've made it very very difficult to get to, then I feel like you could potentially make it somewhere, but you have to like be consistent with it as well. I'm pretty sure consistency is the meta for YouTube at the end of the day. Because if you're not consistent with your videos and you're very, very spread out with how you upload, then that's going to be very hurtful for when you do any kind of content, I reckon.
Not gonna lie, I feel like currently in the old school RuneScape section, there's no clear meta. This might be a little hot take, but currently, like, let's think about when everyone was doing a hardcore Iron Man or like a group hardcore Iron Man or like whatever. Like that was the meta and it worked. Right now, what is that? Like, there's a few things going on, which I know we're gonna talk about TCG, but like that's not a meta. Like,
Sorry.
just be honest. That's not a meta. That is not a meta. Like, because there's no way that is the best possible series to start for views right now. It's just what's getting views doesn't really mean that's like the most efficient or like the best. And I think like currently there's a lack of
I think TCG series is meta if you're already like somewhat well known. But if you're starting from
Yes.
scratch, like because I was opening my feed and I was seeing a bunch of TCG series of like names I've never heard of, and it's been uploaded for like 4 days. It has like 21 views, and I'm like, why is everyone still doing this? Like, the whole point to like, and I agreed what you said earlier. The whole point is to be unique, and copying trends is not unique. It's just copying a trend. So you should either try to start your own side series, or you just copy like a collection log progress, or clog logged or a chunk logged, which already exists, but you do it in your own way, which makes it unique and fun. Like going for LMS tapes, for example. Like no real chunk log would actually fully commit to that because that's a lot of hours. But if you can do it, then you can put yourself ahead of everyone else and stand out. And that's the whole point.
It is getting a lot harder to be unique because everyone has now thought of the idea. Because like I feel like I'm like the fourth or like either the fourth or fifth person to think of doing an extreme log. Even though I know that like ZZ and Tedious has like really pushed it and he's doing really well with it at this time. ZZ disappeared. I don't know if it's true or not. Like I feel like I'm like the third most for extreme logging at this point, I think. I know of another guy who's actually trying to do it. Um, but I feel like he got hit bad with the algorithm itself because he's already completed the corrupted gauntlet. He's completed Zora, and now he's doing like one of the. I don't want to spoil it for him, but he's doing like one of the biggest logs, and it has basically told me that if this one here doesn't go too well for him, then he's just done with it altogether because he's put in the time and effort, but the algorithms kind of just like screwed him over.
Yeah, well, that's always the risk. Like, you can put 100 hours in a video and just not get spooned in the algorithm. So that sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like sometimes with the algorithm, it's like who you know as well in a way.
Well, I don't think it's who
like
you
it
know.
depends.
I don't think
there's
so.
a lot of RNG
I think
on the timing.
hang on. What I mean by that is like like when you look into the comments, right? Sometimes if the bigger YouTubers have commented on your video, then it's their viewers noticing on their YouTube homepage about your videos because they're the ones who commented on your video. And then that's how some videos actually get bigger than what they usually are.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll give you an example. My latest video did pop off, and Angus commented on my video, but I don't know him. He just did. Random, by the way. Shout out Angus. Yeah, that's dope. But I don't know him. He just watched my video. I guess. I don't know. So, and I don't know how much that affects. Maybe like no one actually knows what the algorithm does, but like doing a 100-hour grinding game has no correlation to YouTube success, unfortunately. Like, I'm doing, it is what it is. Like, grinding hard doesn't equal being entertaining. I'm not saying he is or isn't, by the way. I'm not talking about this guy. I'm actually talking about myself because I've done it.
And the proof to that is Creel. Bro does like 500 hours of clogging on a maxed iron, uploads a video, and it doesn't get nearly like half of my viewers, but yet he spends like 10x the amount of time as one of my videos. There's no correlation on the effort. Like it might help if you clickbait.
I just got another beaver.
Oh shit, you did,
bro. Dude, I need that. I'm 70 mil wood cutting without that.
Bro, you're
Just give it
scaring
to
me because I killed Arma at the same time, bro. Fuck.
me.
I got completely
Easy.
sidetracked. Oh yeah, Creole.
You're talking about Krill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry.
it's okay. Not your fault.
It's a fucking game's fault for giving me the wrong thing I already have.
But yeah, there's no. I feel like there's a lot of RNG on when you upload, like because imagine if you upload at the same time as like someone like a big name like Settled, you might be lucky and the algorithm can recommend your video after people watch Settled's video, but it could also be bad because other people are uploading at the same time as you and then they get more of your attention. So I feel like there's a lot of RNG there. There's also RNG on who actually interacts. Like if people comment some positive things on your video, that's gonna help you a lot more than if people just say absolutely nothing, for example, or don't comment or don't like the video. It's
You just like triggered a very old memory of mine. I had the dumbest video idea of collecting every single RuneScape YouTuber and put them into like a big video to be like, hey, if you want PKing content, watch these guys. You want PVM,
mm,
watch these guys. You want Iron Man, watch these guys. But then the issue became that I don't know most of these people, so I don't even watch most of their content. So how am I going to know if they're like been doing this for years or they've been doing it for weeks, kind of thing, you know?
you'd have to do your research and watch all their videos.
Yeah, I did like half the research, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this idea anymore. I'm just gonna put it away.
No, that's actually pretty tough. Like I could do cloggers, but the other like niches, I would not know enough people to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty tough. Oh, that was interesting. So don't make a TCG lock, guys. It's the meta's dead now. It's oversaturated. Don't do that. Instead, do something else, please. I beg. I don't want to
I
see
mean,
it in my feed anymore, man. It's annoying.
think about it like this, right? Like if when everyone was making a hardcore armor, it's like you can it's fun because you're seeing content and everyone's like, oh, this guy died now, this guy died later. Like it's not, it didn't get oversaturated, or it did, but it took like years, right? But TCG is like one concept. You see one, maybe two, three series. That's it. You're not gonna want to watch a fourth. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's no way.
it's,
I
it's
mean, I don't
okay.
watch.
Well, people can do what they want, but for me, like if you want to do TCG, add a twist to it. You know,
Exactly.
do something else, or like do TCG, but you can only use foil cards, and then it's like a crazy series where you're just like locked
Yeah.
forever. I
I was
don't
kind of
know.
thinking something like that, but like a main's point of view. Like you're literally just a main, and whatever cards you get, you either choose to do all five of the cards to interact with the NPC, or to get the item, or to kill the boss, and then open another pack and see how you go. Where you either start with nothing or whatever you got in your bank.
All right, I have a series idea for you, Botto, if you want to take it. You make a
Probably
new
not.
account, okay? And you go for common achievements for Master Helm, but you do not do a single Jad or Fire Cape or Inferno Cape. So you have an Obby Cape and a Master Verzic helmet.
So people think I bought the stuff.
Looks insanely sus, but imagine how funny that would be. Because you can have a Master Cape without Inferno, a Master Helm without Inferno, but imagine without Fire Cape either. You just have to be really good at like all the raids and all that, because you'd have to get like almost all those CAs essentially. But how funny would that be as a side series?
It would be funny, but like it would just die out.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
stupid as hell, but it doesn't matter. It's funny.
True.
That's how I
Worth
started
it.
my Gim series. I just thought it was funny.
Send it. Send it.
No balls, do it.
Yeah.
welcome to my combat achievement master tier account that can only do all the CAs, but the issue is he can't wear a fire cape or an infernal cape.
You can't touch Jad because it's too
How
hard.
sus can this count be?
Like, how many comments will I get at the Grand Exchange?
I feel like it'd be easier now. They're trying to get the master tier, even without like an infernal cape and a fire cape, because most of the stuff you do are like range based anyway. Really,
Well, I think it's pretty easy. Like, it's just getting the account to the stage of getting all the unlocks and the Slayer levels, which would kind of suck. But the CAs itself, I think it'd be very easy. I would
Yeah.
actually not mind that. It'd be kind of cool. I thought of that idea like years ago, and I just never executed because I noticed how long it would take to make.
And now the series is dead.
Rip. I had another idea too, but someone actually made it. I had this idea like years ago where you would do an anti-clog account. So you're basically not allowed to gain a single collection lock slot, and you try to go for max cape. So you can't
Bro,
do like
what?
you can't do wood cutting normally because if you get a pet, your account's ruined. So you have to do like winter Todd, but not open the crates, for example, and like a lot of weird stuff.
Well, at
like
least you don't
that.
get crates. At least you don't get crates anymore. It just goes straight into the what's it called?
Yeah, the
Into
storage
the
thing, whatever.
cart. In the cart thing, yeah.
But even if you get crates,
Just
you can
doing-
just destroy them if you did that series, so it didn't
Yeah.
really matter. It just I
Doing
thought it'd be
methods that
really
don't roll
funny to
pets.
see if it's
Nah.
possible to max. Like, is it actually are you able to max an account without gaining a single collection lock slot?
I would say no because Slayer.
You can lamp
Uh,
it and do like the museum.
no, you
thing.
get you get tutorial skip for tasks that don't have any, like trolls don't give you a collection on. I don't think, like, I don't know,
Yeah, you
but
can tutorial
Nah.
skip. But then you have to
yeah,
be
but you know
careful it
what?
doesn't drop like rare drop table because if you get like
Yeah,
a,
rare drop table is gonna, eventually. I feel like
You
it's
might
an
get
RNG
screwed.
game for sure.
But I remember someone telling me that because I was actually theory crafting this, and they told me that if you don't complete like Heroes Quest or something, you don't get RWT, like those rare drops. I don't know if that's true though.
I don't
Someone
think that's
actually takes
true.
this seriously. You
I
have to
don't
look
think
into it.
so.
I don't think that's true though. I feel like, for example, rune crafting. There's no way to get around rune crafting without chancing the pet, so it's like an RNG thing,
You could do the books at the library. Have fun.
bro.
Actually, no. You can
You
still
are
do
right.
Guardians of the Rift.
Bruh.
No,
Yeah,
you can do
not open
Guardians of
the
the Rift and
yeah.
not get a
Oh yeah,
clog.
that's true. That's easier.
Yeah.
You do
Wait,
books until
who's
it's
gonna
your
pot
turn.
this? Who's gonna pot this, boys?
Dibs. No, I'm
I'm
just kidding. I'm
not.
not doing it. I can't. I don't have the time.
If my channel can get to 10K subs, we'll see.
Who's potting this? But yeah, I think that'll be a cool series idea. It's just kind of sucks because you don't really get the PPM at all, so it kind of feels boring. And I was also thinking you can technically get a Jad kill in that series if you suicide with a locator orb and like the Araxite sack right before you kill Jad. Or right when you
Right.
kill Jad. So that way you get the kill count, but you don't get the cape. You know? And I wonder if you can get the pet that way. That would be kind of funny if you can get the pet while dying.
I
If
don't
you
know.
have
I
like
Time
think so.
right, potentially, yeah.
because that would be crazy if you have the collection lock for Jad is like the pet but no cape.
Because I think how it works is that
Interesting.
like Jad would die, but then if you die right after, technically the pet will then spawn behind you, and then you will die, and then the pet will still be there, but you won't have your fire cape.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
don't, I
if
don't
the
think that
timing works
happens.
though.
I don't think that happens if you don't get the cape though.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm sad.
Okay, I'm looking at the list of and I have a question, LGR.
Yeah.
Do you notice a difference of like when you post a guide versus like your normal collection log progress video of like metrics or like how many subscribers you get, like the percentage of conversion? Maybe
No, I
I'm
don't
like
get much.
a little nerd.
Guides are fun because it helps the community, but they're pretty bad most of the time. There's a few exceptions, like if there's a new boss that releases and you're like one of the first to make a proper good guide, you can get like really good views. Like if you open my Griffin guide, that one has like 30K views or something, and it's like pretty basic. It's just no one had a proper guide when I made that one, so it popped off. And you also have to understand that there's a lot of people that are going to be making guides, but most of
Oh yeah.
them are like, no offense, but very subpar or like incorrect information. They're lying about certain
Yeah.
things, and so if you're able to do it better, you can one up them. But it's still tough because you're competing against a lot of people. I make guides for helping the community, so that's why I make vlog guides. I haven't made one in a while though, because it's very time consuming, like writing the script and confirming that you're not like spreading misinformation, doing DPS talks and so on. And they also
I
become
mean, you made
irrelevant.
the mage. I watched the mage next one, so you did make one recently. For
That
sure.
was more to like create the Discord and all that because I wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun. But
Nice.
I even
good
tried to get into the whole guides kind of thing where my very first guide I ever made, which was very unique, which was 10 years ago, was that free-to-play PKing guide, which somehow got 153,000 views.
Oh,
I know. The worst thing is that I didn't gain a single sub from that video.
damn.
Wow. So no
I don't
one
know how
subbed.
that did not happen.
Maybe it wasn't tracked properly back then, 10 years ago. Because that's
Probably,
pretty
yeah.
insane if you don't get a single sub from that many views. But I don't feel guides give you much subs. I think guides are just like a, because people will watch it, they'll skip through it, they'll get the information, they'll close it. And if you're lucky, they'll
Bro,
leave a
tell
like.
that to Theoatrix, man. He's got like over 100k subs just for making guides.
But
Bro,
he's been making that since like before I was born, bro. Like
that is true.
he's OG, so
Bro, he's young. He's not old.
I'm
He's
just
still a
trolling,
kid. He
buddy.
sounds like an old, not old man. He
But
sounds like
his
he's in like
guides, like
30s, but he's still a kid.
he's part of the category of when the guides are not always that accurate. Like a lot of the stuff in his guides, I remember watching, I was like, what is this? Like this is not really true. You should either like revamp them or remake them because they're too old or something.
Yeah, but like we as like the top 1% see them, and those guides are made for like the 90% of the
That's
community.
also
You know,
a good point.
it's really not for us.
That's true.
It's
And
people.
that's also
Like
what's
us.
hard because I make a guide and I'm in like absolute max, and then I'll get a comment like, "What about people with jobs?" And I'm just like, I have a job, but okay.
We all have jobs. We just choose to finish the day and then play RuneScape without having to worry about doing anything else.
But
Exactly.
I also tried to have like a mid-level setup in the guides, so how to help out for that because it just feels kind of awkward like doing a Growth's Guardian kill with a fang or a whip. But whatever. I should make
Yeah,
more
I've thought
guides.
about doing
They're
guides,
fun.
but I think it would take me a way too long, and then I feel like there's already a guide with 300 views, which is like insanely good. Just no one knows about it, right?
Yeah.
How about
That's
tell us
the-
about it so we can get it known?
Just copy
I don't know. I
paste
feel
the
like
video,
for
bro, and just redo it
yeah,
better.
I feel like dude, for high level like efficiency, like max KPH, there's always someone with a VOD that showed like did it, and no one knows about it. It's like hidden in YouTube. It's like a hidden gem, you know?
Yeah, but a VOD is not the same. A VOD is good for us because we're like quote unquote degens and we know the game, so we can watch like a 2-minute VOD and understand everything. But you want to
Yeah.
properly explain like the small things, like oh yeah, it's a 5
That is
tick
true. That is
cycle.
true.
You can step here 1 tick after to save this. You want to make sure that people understand that and not just watch a VOD. But it depends on who you're targeting too. I think if you wanted to
Yeah.
do well on guides, you have to do like theatrics and just target the low level mid gamers and ignore the HLC entirely.
I'm just gonna leave the guides to you, LGR. I think you're the guy for that. I'm not gonna lie. I think you do them good. You probably don't take that long to do them, and you just do them better than I would.
I zero time the script while clogging, and then I take like the time to record all the clips in a row, and then I upload it while AFKing Ice Fiends or something.
Yeah.
Try to be efficient. I'll do more. I have like a whiteboard next to me with like all the episodes I have to edit, like all my main like side video ideas, and then some shorts. But I kind of stopped doing shorts. I think they're kind of cringe. I don't want to do them anymore.
That's a great question. Do you guys think shorts are worth it? I did some. I didn't put like that much effort into them, to be
I
fair.
find if you get like shorts are really bad unless you get spooned on the algorithm, and even if you do get spooned, you don't actually get that much money out of it. Like my best short was the one with Domas, where I just like kind of like showed Domas and said if he continues burning shades, he'll complete the clog in like 7 years or something, which is kind of funny, also true and mathematically correct. And it did well because most of the comments were people flaming Domas, which boosted the algorithm. But I didn't make that much money on it, and I made like $12. Like, sure, it took me like 20 minutes to make, so I guess it's good. But that's like my best short. The other shorts made like $1. It's not worth my time.
You know, it's like, but is the benefit the $12, or is it like exposure, right? Right. It's like, I'll give you an example of something. I was talking to like my friend that's a streamer, and it's like how many, like what's the benefit of appearing in Behemoth, for example? And it's like, there's really not that much of a benefit. It's like not tangible. But I don't know, by the way, I'm guessing here, but my assumption is if you appear on Behemoth a lot of the time, people start knowing you, so you start getting recognized by the community. Yeah, you're not gonna feel it in your viewership at the beginning, right? And it's like a long run thing, but it's like in the long run, people are gonna know. Like I know names of people that have never seen their content or stream just because I watch the videos, right?
It's the same concept with advertisements. They want to get the word out so
Exactly.
that when you hear McDonald's, you think of the ad or you think of going to eat there eventually. Even if it's not today, eventually you'll go, so they'll make their money. But
Yeah, so it's more of like a long play run. Like, I'll give you an example of this. I think this guy's super funny when I see a clip of him. Palamore, I think he came from WoW. Do you
I'm
know
sorry,
him?
no.
Never
He's
heard
like
of him.
insanely dry. He's like 9x dry. I just saw a recent Behemoth clip. He's like 9x dry at Maggot King, and
That's
I've
funny.
never
Oh,
watched his stream.
I saw that one. I just
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
his
it's
name.
that guy. I've never been in his stream. I've never seen a video of him. I don't know the guy, but now I know the guy, right? And I've never seen anything from him. So
That's
eventually,
good,
like
yeah, because
in
maybe
the
you'll
future,
open
I'll know him.
Twitch and like your favorite streamers offline and you'll see him and recommend and you'll be like,
Yeah,
oh, I recognize that name. You might click it. But
um,
I've appeared on Behemoth a
exactly.
few times. I've never noticed a direct difference, but I'm sure like it had an impact over many appearances over time. I don't think you should like. It's not like
Every time I just see a Behemoth video, I'm mainly just listening to like what updates that's going on in the first half of it when Tasty talks, because I actually generally just like listening to him talk when he does the Behemoth stuff. But then once it starts going to people's clips, I then actually just click off it
oh, I just don't click
because
Behemoth videos in general. So rip.
I watch them. I like seeing I enjoy them a little. Yeah.
I used to watch him when he, like on the OG days before they were all together, or if someone sends me like because sometimes I get appeared and I don't even know about it, and someone DMs me like
you know what I actually miss? I miss the SparkMac live and the Chris
Chris
Archie
Archie.
pods.
Oh, that was good. I used to
Those were
watch
the
all the
best
Chris
back in the
Archie
day.
ones back in the day. But I lowered my consumption of RuneScape videos by a lot. Because I realized like I play RuneScape a lot, I make videos a lot, and then I also watch a lot of RuneScape and I felt like I should probably like try to diversify that.
Too much.
I feel like I do that just to hate myself, because it's like you see like I'll watch a frame video from time to time when he uploads and that, and then I'm just like doing something in game and he's just like opening fucking masters and he pulls like two third age items. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
Oh
me?
yeah,
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
classic, dude. Or like you watch like the
insane.
low level clockers, they're opening elites, they get a tuxedo, they don't even know it's rare, and they just keep opening, and you're like, ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, gotta make me
it's the
jump.
classic. I used to watch a lot of
Yeah,
it,
no,
but yeah, I cut down. I watch like other stuff like finance and like world stuff instead. So I think it's more fun, better for me long term, hopefully.
100%. I do like now that I started, making videos. I do watch. I try just not. I try watching like different people and see like what they do. Now I'm like always analyzing what people do in their videos, right?
That's smart.
And then I'm also yeah. You know
Yeah.
what I'd like to watch, even though I don't play it? Minecraft videos, dude. I think like the Minecraft video scene is. I don't play Minecraft, by the way. I never like. I really don't. Um, but I feel like the Minecraft video scene is so insanely advanced, like the entertainment aspect of it. I don't know if you guys have watched like Ish, which they made like a simulation. It's like a 2-3 hour video in Minecraft. Like, dude, it's an insane production.
Oh,
Like
isn't
the
it
video.
like the 100? Like it's just like everyone's like gets dropped off like on an
Yeah, yeah,
island
yeah.
or a
It's like a
couple of islands, and
simulation.
then they have to make
Exactly.
like a civilization together.
Oh, with
Exactly.
AI. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw those videos.
I've seen those, and those are actually
Nice.
really good to watch.
Bro, it's insane. Like the production in this is insane. Like they're in a different level. Obviously, the amount of money that industry moves or like that game moves is another level, but it's insane.
Well, they're like
It's insane.
100x RuneScape. You have to remember that too. So
Oh, bro.
there's like
Wait, I
incentives to
think
be the
more.
top. Probably more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
RuneScape is a
more
very
than
tiny
100.
niche that we're in. There's a lot of players still, but nothing compared to the big names. Which also means if you make series, you have less competition. But I feel like the issue too is RuneScape is so easy to make content because you're just like, it feels easier than other games to make content. I don't
It's
know.
easy to make the content. It's just hard to get people to watch your content.
Yeah, exactly. Or like everything else. So.
It's a lower barrier of entry for sure though.
Yeah, because you just need OBS. Like if you're playing on a console like COD, then you need to properly set up a system to record and all that. I'm not sure how it is today. Back in my day, it was hard. Back in like 15 years ago, but
Hang on, when
Yeah.
you say back in your day, how old are you now?
I'm 29 as of recently.
I'm 29 as well.
Hey,
But I'm turning
28.
30. I'm 30 this year.
I'm
Unk.
30 next year.
That's unk status,
Fuck,
bro.
I'm the oldest
I'm
one here.
unk. I
Jesus
go to bed at
Christ.
9:30 or 10 p.m. every day. I'm actually unk.
Yeah,
Got no
that is
comment.
unk.
I got no comments, dude. Meanwhile, Bodo's
No,
fucking 1 in the
I'm
morning and
I'm,
he's
sta-
still
I'm literally
yapping.
staying up until like midnight, 1 o'clock, just trying to see if I can get a new clock to wake myself up and I fall asleep in the chair.
No, it's yeah, I'm unk. I'm an old man now.
See, and this is another thing as well. Do you think that if you started what you're doing at the moment at the very beginning of when you could have made it, do you think you would be so much better as you are now?
Like if I started making videos the moment I created my Iron Man,
Yeah.
I think I'll be
Oh,
way
Like
better
as
if
soon
I
as
did
soon as the
that.
Iron Man mode came out, do you think you'll be a lot more successful
Probably.
now?
Because what I hate is that when you open my first series, I'm already at like 900 clogs. Because that's when I started recording clips. I kind of wished I would have been
I,
recording since the start. But I was too much
I
of a
generally feel the
casual.
same.
It's like,
I generally feel the same. Like if I made the Extreme Collection Log series when the Collection Log came out,
that would be
I honestly
crazy.
reckon
Yeah.
I would actually be near the end game at this point, honestly.
And you'll have way more exposure.
Because the collection
'cause
log's been out since what, 2017, 2018,
19, I think.
Yeah, probably.
2019. So I would have like 7 years of clogging done on one account.
I think it all depends. I mean, I don't know. Like, who knows, right? If you did, like, what if you started then and then no one cared about collection logging? I think 2019, it was not that popular
It
collection
wasn't,
logging.
no.
It
It only
wasn't like it
became
was
popular in 2022, 23 when Bodhi started clogging.
exactly.
Before then,
Back
it was
then,
dead.
it was Guys for Us All and then Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys
I know
first.
his name. Yeah. What's his RS like his YouTube? Low Soul Gamers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Dave. I just call him Dave.
But Guides for Us All, I used to watch every single video back in the day.
Oh,
I
still
stopped
do,
watching
not
though
gonna
because
lie.
I don't consume YouTube RuneScape anymore. But I watched
Yeah, no.
everything. I was a massive fan. And then they recognized me. Like I spoke to them and they recognized me, and I was like, oh my god, I felt like a massive emo. Or it's like when
Actually,
Devious joined the clan. I messaged him like a picture because I've been following him on Twitch since like 2016, and then he's like, "Oh, he's a fan. He's a fan." I was like,
You know,
yeah.
for me, like the craziest one, which is like not necessarily like he recognized me or anything, but like I watched Alkin specifically since like
Oh, me too.
2011 or something. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
same.
insanely
Hello,
long
all
ago.
bitches introduction.
His intro
Oh,
song is still stuck in my head
me
till
too.
this day.
Yeah. Like that is of the current content creators, he's the only one that I watched like when I was genuinely a kid.
Yeah, same.
Which is crazy.
And it was just him
glad.
progressing in RS2
Yeah.
into like RS2 into RS3, and he was just progressing so much fucking quicker than anyone else.
No,
Yeah, and he just
grinder.
yapped. He just yapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just talks shit.
Yeah.
He's
Good
hilarious. I love Alkin.
I
Is he
do
playing
have one more
is he
question,
playing
by
like
the
the
way.
new hardcore now, right? I think that's what.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Iron.
by the
is
way,
still
I had a
his,
look. I had a look. The collection log came out on the 6th of December 2018. So the clog's been out for almost 8 years now. And then I was also having a look when Tedious made his generate task. That there was on the 12th of April 2019. So it was literally like 4 months later when the collection log came out, and then his series just went off hard.
Yeah, that was a
Damn, I
good
didn't know he
series.
started that early. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, like that series, like that was one of the ideas that's like of all time. Like obviously Swampletics being number one.
Yeah, that's
like that was just that just started a meta for like years, right? Whatever restriction, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, the Swap Landing
But
series, I watched everything as it was releasing. That was fire, man. It was such a good
yeah,
series.
January Task is also legendary.
Yeah, shout out Tedious.
I have a question actually, and this is honestly just me not knowing. For the content creators that we were talking about, like when you're big and people that do both Twitch and YouTube, what's like the difference in like importance of or relevancy for big content creators in terms of like monetization? Like is it something like Twitch is better or YouTube's better? Like I have no idea.
I think it
You're
depends.
gonna have to say Twitch is better because you can just stream for God knows how many hours, have so many people watch you, so many people donate to you, and so many people subscribe to you, paying like a monthly membership. And then you just got YouTube, where at this point it's you got your you got like your membership program on YouTube, but then depending on how often you upload as well, then depends on the revenue that you actually get from the video. So you can stream every day and you make a shit ton of money, and you out of nowhere you might get that one person who donates $1,000 just to do like a stream for like 4 hours.
I feel like
Like
they're
that's
very
a lot.
different. Like YouTube, you have to actually edit, prepare it, send it. But Twitch, you can just click live and play. But you need a community that like is very generous to you. So either they know you're full time and they support you, or you're just like one of those big names that people love to donate to. Like for me, I don't make much from Twitch. I don't stream a lot, of course. But I don't ask for donations. I don't bait for gifted subs. I kind of just stream to do casket openings or to yap for fun. I don't take it that seriously. But you need to be very consistent with Twitch, and same thing goes with
Yeah.
YouTube. But
Well,
with
My
Twitch
assumption
especially, like
the one person who wins in that whole category of YouTube and Twitch is Odablock, who
yeah,
just
I mean,
streams
no,
God
she's
knows
just
how
another
many
block.
hours, and he already has an editor making his video and his thumbnail ready to be uploaded to YouTube.
no, he is like on another level though. We can't really
Yeah.
compare. He's on a
Yeah,
completely different level.
I think everyone has like specializes a little bit on either or, and this is just me assuming, right? Like if you dedicate like Mr. Mammal, he started with YouTube and then progressed, and probably his main thing is Twitch now. YouTube's still doing great, obviously, but I don't know.
Twitch is
I'm assuming.
very hard to start, by the way. Very hard to
Oh,
start.
absolutely.
The
Yeah,
meta is to do YouTube first, and then whenever you feel like you're ready, you do a self promo on your YouTube video. And you say, "Hey guys, I'll be live.
Nice.
I'll be opening caskets," and then you go live, and people as they watch the video, they open your stream. I did that when I started streaming, and I think I had like 200 viewers, and it was crazy. But then I stopped
I
being
think
consistent.
what demoted no, well, not demoted. Yeah, it's demotivate. Yeah, I'm getting it right. What demotivated me to do streaming is that my view count was only like 1 to 3, and I was trying to do streaming consistently, and I'm like, I want to see at least 10, but like I had to be entertaining, and I thought I was, but apparently I wasn't, and I'm just like, no, I just can't do the whole streaming thing.
It's hard.
It just
I
sucked.
think
It was
it's
just
just
hard.
more like yeah. I also think it's what LGR said. Like, there's no discoverability, so it's like yeah, if you don't have people click on your stream initially or people knowing, if you don't have a Discord, you don't have right. But I haven't. Obviously, I do it for caskets, and I think it's easy to get a few viewers or friends watching your casket openings. But yeah,
Caskets
I
is
haven't
very
even thought about
easy.
it to be
You
honest.
just ping in the log chasers, like ping me, and
Yeah,
Yeah, and
you
just
everyone
get
just
watch see a whole
swarms.
bunch of people
plus
watch you.
you get 50 plus
Yeah,
viewers easy from doing that, so it works out.
Having Domus like open like over 1,000 to 2,000 hard clues, like hard
Tomas has
caskets and that.
crazy videos when he does openings, like 600, 700 viewers on Twitch is insane.
yeah, rank one though. Like, come on, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
but yeah, I struggle streaming because it's very exhausting. I find like I get like really burnt out of energy if I stream too long. But like I can play the game without it's just you're like constantly yapping when you're streaming, and then it's like I don't know. For me, it's exhausting. I can't do
it's
it for
it's
long.
it's like it's like I enjoy talking to people. Like even if I go and watch someone streaming, like I'll try to talk to them and hope they respond back to me and that. And I feel like after a certain point, it's like you can't. It's not between just you and the streamer. It's the streamer with everyone, and you can't think that you're going to be the main person that they're talking to. And then when you do streaming yourself, if you got like no one talking to you in your chat, then you feel like you're not entertaining and you're kind of like just talking to yourself. And you try to see if you can motivate your chat to say something to you, but then it's just dead silence. You're just like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, that's tough. But you gotta be
Like,
willing to accept, like, even me,
Yeah.
like, I get dead silence for like 2-3 minutes sometimes because no one's talking, but I'm gaming or something. You just gotta either ask questions or just stay silent for a few minutes and enjoy the break.
just put in your title giveaway and then watch people flood.
Nah, don't do that.
Nah,
That's
hell
nah.
no. I feel like I haven't actually streamed. Like I do it for I'll do it for casket openings, etc. And I don't think I'll do it for now. Like if I eventually get to way more subscribers or like community, then I'll try it and I'll just do like a month and I'll just actually do it for a month and just test it out. If I keep going or not, then we'll see. But as just for the future, I haven't even thought about it yet.
And make sure you set up like the donation option. I disabled mine because I don't care. And make sure you mention to people that you're trying to do like full time. You'll get more.
I wouldn't do it full time, by the way. No,
No, but
I
if you're
wouldn't.
considering it eventually full time, you should say that to
Oh,
people
I'm
because they'll
not.
donate
I'm
more
not.
to support you if they.
I I've always said to myself, like, if a regular job can make you more money than YouTube and streaming, stick to the job.
Yeah,
Don't try
hundred
to
percent,
think
hundred
that you're gonna
percent.
make something out of it. Like, I don't know, maybe if you get like a massive inheritance of like $5 million or something, then start YouTube as a full-time job.
I do think there's, for me specifically, I do think content creation has the potential for sure of making more money for me than a full-time job, because it's like a business. Like it's your own thing, and then it has on a technical level no ceiling, right? Look at Autoblock. Like if
Yeah, there's no
Autoblock's the
ceiling.
ceiling, bro, like there is no ceiling. So I am of the mentality that your own thing is always gonna have more potential. So I would actually consider doing full time, even if I'm making less than my full time job, just because of the potential of growth, right? It's like just at some point when you're starting your own business, you're like, I'm just giving it a shot as well. Applies the same thing, and I already treat YouTube as a business just because I like to, right? Like I'm tracking my expenses and all that. Like I just like doing
I
that stuff.
honestly think it's better to keep YouTube part-time until YouTube makes more than your actual job.
100%. Yeah, I would do that too, or at least until
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
makes enough to pay for your lifestyle. Like if you need
yeah.
50K a
Obviously,
year to live for like mortgage and all that, if you make 50K on YouTube, then you can make the switch. But until then,
absolutely.
I would
If
never risk
the
it.
Exactly, I wouldn't risk it if like my livelihood is dependent on it, at least, or if I'm saying I would have to plan like, okay, I'm trying this for 3 months, and if not, I'm just going back. Something like that.
Yeah.
But that is so far into the future. Like, why I'm not even like considering that, obviously. But I do think it's more realistic for me than it is for people in the U.S. Right?
Yeah, for
As a
sure.
small
Your expenses is
creator.
probably lower. I would love to do it. I
Yeah.
think it would be like a dream job to like be able to just play RuneScape like the Sylogist and just grind all day and then make videos, but I think I'm extremely far from that. I don't think I'll ever reach it actually, to be honest. I think I'm
I
saturated.
think for me, I'm just afraid to do it. I think that's more what it is because with my family and that, like everyone works hard to get to where they are now, and like you want to make sure that you have some sustainability because you never know when, like for us as just RuneScape content creators, we don't know when the game is ever going to shut down or anything. So if we're not ready to have the game gone from our lives and we don't know where we can move on to, then you need a proper job to back you up to make sure you are still making money for yourself. And if you potentially then try to start a family or something like that, you need some kind of steady income after RuneScape is like gone.
But you
Yeah,
can
but I
always
don't know.
change niches. Like if
Yeah.
RuneScape dies, probably it'll be a different game similar to it that kills it, or maybe like old school RuneScape. You can just hop ships.
Oh my god.
But then
If
it's
that
very
becomes a
risky.
thing.
Like if you have no job and RuneScape dies and you have to start a new like game, it's scary. I would not be very I would be very stressed if that happened and I was a full-time streamer or YouTuber.
Mm, yeah, I don't know if I'm like It's not that I don't see it that way. That's like genuinely possibilities. I wouldn't be super concerned about that, in my opinion. Just because, like, dude, first off, I don't think this game's dying. This game's growing. And
Oh,
honestly,
absolutely
like
not.
the
It's not dying.
experience, like you could just get a job. Like right now, you could get fired. I mean, anyone can, right? So it's like it's the same situation of being unemployed. Like worst case scenario, you just try to get a job. Yeah, it's gonna be an employment. You have gotta have a plan. But like, I think something that I do have is I'm a little bit. Not the most, but like I do have a slight thing of delusion of like anyone can do it, right? Why not me? I mean, if I didn't have that, I honestly wouldn't have started my YouTube. So I didn't think I was gonna get as many views as I'm getting. Not that I'm any big or anything, but it's just like you said, Elger, it's like the dream job, right? Like why not go for it? Like why not try?
If you have a
Just
chance and it makes sense financially, try it. That's what I would say.
yeah,
It's just for me the number I need to be able to pay my bills and mortgage and food, and
it is.
it's
Yeah,
too high that I very much doubt that I'll ever reach that without being like full time.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's very
Like
unlikely.
I actually did lose my job 3 years ago because they decided to stop our contract altogether, and I was working with them for 5 years, and I got a nice payout out of it. But then I had a choice: do I take the risk and actually try to go into like the full time YouTube and streaming kind of part of it, or do I continue to look for a new job? And I kind of played it in both ways, where I looked for a new job, then started the Extreme Log series at the same time to see which way it would go. And then it came more to the job was more important. But then now this is just a hobby for me to do and makes a little extra money on the side.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I would do is like getting into full time content creation when you have nothing, right? Like that, it just takes time to grow, right? Like for me, when how I see it is like if it even is a possibility, it'd be years from now, right? It's just chipping away at it, right? Like if it isn't though, I'm perfectly happy and fine with it never happening. I'm not gonna stop just because I enjoy what I'm doing. So I don't know. It's just how I see it.
I think we need to try and move on to the next question because we've been hovering over this question for a while now.
I think it's very serious deep inside us. The very
Oh, 100%.
important topic. I mean, it's interesting. I don't want people to try going full time when they have a good stable job and then it doesn't work out and they lose their house or lose their
Oh yeah,
relationship.
no.
Like it's
Yeah,
risky, and it's basically the exact same as if you had your own side business or side hustle. Like if you're cutting grass on the summers, and then you start realizing that you're making more money cutting grass than your current job, then you can make the switch. It's the same concept. That's just kind of
that's
how
how
I see it.
businesses are made. Yeah, that's how people start businesses a lot of the times. Yeah,
Exactly. So you can make the jump whenever you feel ready, but just don't rush it. Was my advice.
yeah,
And
one
depending on
hundred
your career
percent.
too, like I'm an engineer, so it's tough for me to justify full time without like a crazy pay. So
Yeah.
it's always gonna
Bro,
be a
I
battle.
work. I'm lucky to be working government at this point,
That's the stablest job you can get. Yeah,
and
it's
that's why I
crazy.
want to keep it.
But we are getting sidetracked. I agree. So I guess we can kind of already spoke about the next topic here in our tangents, so I can skip it. TCG locked. It's cringe. That's all I gotta say. Don't be sheep,
I
guys.
mean,
Find your own series. Like unless you're one of the first few to do it, cool. Otherwise, find your own niche. Don't be sheep.
If you know you've popped up with TCG, then just keep pushing that. Just keep going. If it hasn't worked out for you, find something else.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
honestly, yeah, like for me, TCG is like personally don't think it's a sustainable thing because as soon as you get the cards that are like make it easy, that's it. It's a normal account ish with a few restrictions, right? Like it's consistently getting easier as you progress, and it doesn't take that long to get like a few good cards. I feel like, but it can be a very good series if you're a good storyteller, right? I don't watch any, but any concept can be a good series if the creator's good storyteller, right? Like I think Foe's actually doing great.
I was doing
Not that
amazing.
yeah, like numbers wise, and then like also he just is enthusiastic. He creates hype around like a card, right? Like, oh my god, it's entertaining. It's
But it's
entertaining.
faux.
Doesn't have to
You
be a good
can't
series.
compare.
He's got the
Exactly.
information to back up the card itself to why it's
Yeah.
actually a good card.
Yeah, and it's just entertaining to watch. So,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm not
that's
gonna watch any of
because
those.
he started the trend, and then just don't be sheep, guys.
Yeah,
Do your own
Everyone's
trends.
titles are going to be the same at the end of the day, where this card changes everything.
Yeah, and it's like a chisel, and you're like, okay, man, whatever. I do your own niche.
It's like,
Pick
oh, cool.
something
What's this
else.
card? Okay, you got coins. Great. Someone else already got coins ages ago.
Oh well, it is what it is. Okay.
Honestly, I just like opening the cards. It's kind of fun just to open them.
I uninstalled TCG yesterday.
Smart.
I was like, this is yeah. I don't want to talk too much because it is a pretty cool idea, but it's all completely vibe coded. And I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, like with the Gillinor, the Golden Gnomes, it's being nominated for like plugin of the year. It's probably gonna win, but the whole thing is just
Yeah.
all vibe coded. And when I
Why
asked
is that a
the owner
category?
of the Discord of the that made the plugin like the drop rates, he wasn't even able to answer me the drop rates, and I had to dig into his code to find it myself. I was like, whatever.
Hang on, pause. Did they actually make a golden gnome category for best plugin?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Year.
yeah.
Why?
The
What's
Golden
the
Gnomes
point
is
in
a
that?
massive meme, bro. Like half the names I don't know. It's just people like the video of the year is like one of the options is like 3 years old, and I'm like, it's not a, isn't it video of the year? Like, but whatever. Like,
Wait, really? No
yeah,
way.
it's and it's a lot of. I don't want to comment too much because I'm probably gonna get flamed for it. I don't care. Good for them if they win the Golden Gnomes. People are gonna say I'm salty that I didn't win, but I really don't care. But whatever. It is what it is.
If you just see yourself nominated, then that's just a privilege, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It's also
If you don't get picked, it's like, oh well, whatever.
yeah, it's also good advertisement for you. So
Oh yeah, I think
Also,
it's
you
good,
also
but
don't want to be that person that says, "How the fuck did this person get nominated?"
yeah, it's a popularity
it's
contest
community
at
though.
the end of
Like
the day. So
it's a yeah. You have to content creators have to push for their people to vote for them, which is by the way fine, right? Like that's perfectly okay. I don't think it's a bad thing, to be honest.
well, it's like politicians. You know, they have to promote their campaign.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here.
Exactly.
It's just
Exactly.
instead of being the governor, you're get a golden gnome.
Yep.
Whatever. It's okay. It is what it is. So extreme clog locked series mindsets. How do you approach? I mean, we already kind of spoke about this. I was curious about how you approach like your grinds and so on.
It just depends on what is it's like what's the end goal of being an extreme collection logger at the end of the day. Like, are you just gonna go for like the high tier collection logs that give you like the best gear, best item possible, or you take my route, which is like a progression of your just starting point as a level 3 and then moving your way up to the mid tier and then to the end game kind of thing. um it's the hardest thing is trying to see what clogs are entertaining and then what clogs no one really wants to watch. But at the same time, as an extreme collection logger, you're completing the collection log regardless. So you have to go through those shit clogs at the end of the day. And the hardest thing is trying to keep yourself motivated to stay in one spot basically for a long period of time. That is the hardest thing to try and do as an extreme logger, that you're stuck in one spot for a very long time, like how Tears was stuck at Wintertodd because of his dragon axe.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. Legendary.
I mean, he also got screwed by demonic gorillas.
I just watched
That's
that
rough.
video, yeah.
So
I couldn't do that, by the way. I couldn't.
that's a good mental,
But-
bro. Good mental.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It definitely is a good mentor, but it's also your dedication to actually doing the series itself and also your dedication to the game of like sitting there in one area for God knows how long.
I'll be
can't
honest,
do
I
it.
couldn't do a series. I can't do a series that's not like what I'd be doing if I wasn't making like I'd be collection logging, or I have been before making videos. So like me, I just wouldn't start a new account just because I know I wouldn't be motivated, right? Like I don't know. If I'm not motivated and just like addicted, shit, I don't. I play too much to play without being extremely addicted and wanting to get the, my current grind or whatever.
In a way, for me to get addicted to it, it was because this is like a first Iron Man account I've actually progressed. I mean, I've had like Iron Man in the past. One of them I forgot the email to, so I kind of lost that one. But then I tried doing like the whole hardcore thing as well, and it kind of worked. But then I died. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a Iron Man for me. But this was before the collection log came out, and I'm like, nah, I want to make a new Iron Man that's with the collection log. And then that's when I thought of this series, even though Iron Man's been out for so long and the collection has been out for so long.
No, I mean it's a good idea. You clearly can get through it. You've done some insane grinds, so yeah.
Tell me about it.
Cool. And what about endgame collection log? What does that feel like for you? I guess for both of you. I mean, for me and Godsword, it's basically just Domas, so pretty easy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not anywhere near that, but it's kind of basically you first are doing like 2 hour clogs, like your average clog is 2 hours, then like your fastest clog is 4, then 5, then 6, then 10, then 15, right? Like it's like constantly like a fast clog changes for me at least.
Yeah,
But,
no,
I think
that's
my
how it is.
fastest clock is like 15, 20 hours or something. Which, I don't know. I have
That's
a few that
nice.
are less, but
Everything for me is
oh,
like 50 plus if I'm lucky, most of them. Except the new
yeah,
content, of course, then those are quote unquote easy or free, you can
yeah.
say.
I mean, really, like the end game is like trying to do the raids and also the top tier, like the bosses that give you like the top tier like armor and weapons and all those other kind of clogs there. So you got your Nex, you got your Fasani's Nightmare, like you got that stuff there. That's basically like that end game there, and also like the Infernal Cape and the Colosseum. Like that stuff there is what would be deemed as the end game there, to where you're stuck doing like the hardest content, or kind of the hardest content, but you're getting the best reward out of it, which is like the end game gear that you can then actually use, which kind of sucks because it's just trying to organize it in a way of how you're going to do it. Because I've actually said that if I'm going to do the Colosseum, what sucks is that I needed to complete the Huey log because of the Sunfire splinters, and I can't complete Huey because I have to do Amoxilolo, because Amoxilolo drops those new seeds that they drop. So some of the end game stuff has some of the mid game clogs that need to be implemented into it to keep that status of extreme collection logging in a way. Like you have to do the research of, if you choose this collection log, is there anything that's going to start another log? So it's kind of like with Vorkarth and KBD, they both have the Draconic Visage, but are going to have to make the item itself passive, where then the rest of the clock is just doing it to complete the rest of the items that's in there.
So if you wanted to do like Colosseum, you have to do Huey first because of the splinters, but if you do Huey first, wouldn't that ruin your Colosseum log anyways?
But that's what I mean. I have to start with a Moxilodl because of the seeds, to then go over to Huey because of the Sunfire splinters, to then go over to the Colosseum.
Okay,
It's
so
like
you
how I had to do what's it called? I had to do fishing trawler to then do aerial fishing because
the
the
outfit.
angler's outfit is in both of them.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
actually
makes
have to
sense.
play like that too. I thought you could just do
It's
any
crazy.
section and anything that's 0 time is okay.
Yeah, like I didn't want to make the mistake like Tedious did and get himself the Rev Cave teleport at the lesser demons in the wilderness, to then having to do the Rev Caves kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Cool, interesting. For me, I just fear when I'm like, because I imagine like Domas' situation where he's just like opening caskets every episode. Like, I feel like that would get stagnated eventually. People get bored. But thankfully, with like hards, elites, and masters, you can spoon something crazy. So there's always the chance that you get something nice. But like, I did the math for him, and like he has to open like 2,500 elites to get the last tuxedo, for example, which is a
Insane.
crazy amount of elites to open. So like that's like,
Yeah.
pretty scary. Like, and even
I
if
think
you
the
do
funny thing is
300
that we
elites, takes you like 2 weeks of being a degenerate. maybe 4 weeks for me with a job. That's very hard.
I think the funny thing is we've been telling him to make like an Iron Man, but he does not want to do that at all.
I've been
Oh,
telling
he
him like
shouldn't though.
weekly to make an Iron Man. If he cared about like income, it would be the smart decision to make. But
Would it though? I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know if
so.
it would.
It would be kind of like the Hey Jay situation where he created an Iron. He still gets a lot of views on those videos and his streams, and it's a lot easier for him to make content instead of just doing clues all day.
But like he's gonna get rank 1. He's gonna get views because he's rank 1. Like
Yeah,
you
you'll
know
get
what I
the
mean?
views anyways, but I think he will be able to milk more content with Iron Man. 100%.
Maybe. I think yeah. I
But
don't
he
know.
won't do it.
Maybe.
He's very anti-Iron. He thinks Irons are
Yeah.
cringe. So I don't
He
think
doesn't
he's
like to
gonna
do things on his own. He likes to buy and sell his stuff.
it. No, I think he just hates Iron Man mode. But I think he would have fun and he would do really well. But then again, if he doesn't like it, there's no point. So doing it for the money is not the smart move.
I mean, if he wants to make
Yeah,
money,
it's
he
not
just does
sustainable.
He just does episode 1, and then that's it. He just never uploads another Iron Man video again.
Sees what happens. Episode 1 of Iron Man does freaking insanely well. Or Hardcore. Everyone watches it for some reason. I don't know why, honestly, because I don't find that enjoyable to watch whatsoever.
You also
Yeah.
forget the chunk locked accounts.
Classic.
I generally hate chunk lock. I generally hate it.
It's a cool concept. I just
I
think it's oversaturated, and it's just like people being sheeps following the trend.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
opinion
Like
there.
in everyone's case is just choose a tile, well, choose a chunk, and then if that's the chunk that no one has started on, then you're golden because no one is on your chunk basically. But then you start to merge with other people who are now in your chunk. So then it's just like, oh, I've already seen someone do this, so I don't have to kind of see this again. But then also at the same time, with those guys who make it, if they're not really, really backlogged with a whole bunch of episodes, then they've got people waiting months or potentially years for a new episode for a new chunk or for something new to actually happen within the video. Otherwise, it's just the same repetitive shit over and over again.
Yeah, but we can argue the same about collection. Like I'm going for the same items. Everyone's going
True.
for clues. But like I don't know. I just
Exactly.
Yeah,
you do
but like
you at the end of the day,
with
right?
the whole collection log thing, it's who's the most spooned in that area and who's the most dry in that area.
I would actually say like the chunk series are kind of like differ way more just because each chunk has different requirements and like the story turns out to be completely different from another. Not that I do think there's a lot of copycats there in my opinion, but there is more variety in terms of like storyline.
Yeah, there's more potential to be unique.
Being the 10th that does chunk, I don't know. If it works for you, it works for you though.
Yeah, I mean, some people are like a lot of YouTubers have like the chunk niche, so that works for them. But you have
and if
to
you
be
enjoy
willing to
it,
grind though, like and grind
Yeah.
stupid shit, like killing hill giants for 500 hours for like Skatizo totem. Like, what are you doing, man? That's crazy.
to be fair, some people do chunk man without even doing content. So it's like if
Yeah.
that's what you enjoy and you'd be doing it either way, just do it.
That's crazy.
Why not?
My buddy Bort did that. He started a chunk locked for the memes. I was like, I don't know how you do that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, Verve has done very well for it, honestly. I feel like he's the most entertaining to watch for a chunk man account.
Yeah, he definitely pioneered the start of it, so
Yeah.
it's well for him for sure. Cool. All right, now let's move to the next topics, which is a question spree. I like to do this in the LogCast. So I guess I'll go first. First question: what YouTube series would you consider starting right now? I already kind of spoke about mine, but I'm curious about you guys. Unless you don't want to leak your secret.
I'll go
tech.
then. It's I wouldn't say it's like more of a secret thing. Like I had a bit of a laugh with the people in the Task CC, which is Tedious's task generation group, where I generally had the idea that if I went really dry at Guardians of the Rift, then I'll start a Ultimate Iron Man task generation account
Oh,
and see how far I can progress with that because I'm already basically killing myself on the inside trying to be an extreme log, and I'm like, why not just go down the path of being an Ultimate Iron Man as well? Give that a go because I haven't done Ultimate Iron Man at all. So I'm like, I can try it out to see how I go with it.
UIM is very fun. It's just very grindy. I think you would do really well with UIM. If you're willing to grind one clog
It
at a
depends when I
time.
want to try and do that.
I've played
I
UIM a
would
little
not
bit, actually.
extreme log as a UIM, not a chance.
No, that would be pretty interesting to see.
That's way too insane to try and do.
How you
Yeah,
got
for
sorted?
me, I just started a new series a week ago, so it's kind of like that's the one I'd start because I just did. But overall, though, I wouldn't start a series that's a new account. I think that's the main thing. So like anything that's my current account, I'd consider it. Like it's just like how do I spin and how do I make it more entertaining? Like my road to you know advancing my account versus I don't think I'd enjoy starting a new account and then just playing more than one. Like that's just not me.
Yeah, I wouldn't play more than one either. I would have to quit the
Yeah,
army to do it.
exactly.
So I think the question for you then, Godsword, would be if you didn't choose to go down the path of trying to get to rank 100 in the collection logs, what would you have actually gone over to do?
I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, getting on the pets or something like that. I just think this one is entertaining because there's like stakes to it, and I like it. And it's like, when I thought about it, I was kind of a little bit like, can I even do this? I don't know if I can. So it's like putting myself out there like a goal that I don't even know if I can complete. But I'm very happy with my goal. So like honestly, uh, yeah. Even though I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I think if I lost my Iron Man somehow, like I got hacked or banned or something, I would consider UIM. UIM clogging.
Oh fuck! Hell no,
But
bro.
it would be like
Yeah.
no extreme log. That would be way too crazy. I would just play like UIM properly and try to go for like all PVM items. It's
No.
So that
cool,
comes down to
UIM.
another fun question as well. Have any of you guys ever been like temporarily banned in the game?
No. Well, not in
I've,
not in old school.
no. I've never broken a rule in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck, all right. So it's only me. It's only me then. But for me, I was falsely banned for real world trading because they thought I was buying GP, and I'm like, why the fuck would I do that? Worst thing is, I sent them a whole bunch of evidence to everything that would have happened within that time frame there, and I don't even think they read it because they didn't even give me like a proper answer back. And they're like, oh, we're just denying your appeal, so your appeal's getting quashed. And I'm like, okay, that's absolutely bullshit.
It's all automated, dude. Don't be upset about that. Did you get unbanned though, or did you lose the account?
It was a temp ban, but then after my temp ban was over, they then took the wealth. They said I bought with real money, and I'm thinking, I have a mortgage to pay. Why would I want to waste actual money to get GP in the game when I can actually just go and do that myself?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I
Which the
got
funny thing was, I
banned.
actually did because all I did was just go to Doom. I got myself the boots, and I made the money back that Jagex took from me.
Classic. I got banned in ours too though for like botting and stuff back in the day. I used to not give a fuck.
Well, yeah, I did bot too back in the like
Dude,
when I was like
everyone
10.
was
Let's be
botting
honest.
back in the day. It's crazy. But it was so easy to
Yeah.
do as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I remember
So
doing
easy.
that. I made like an Obby Moller back in like 2010,
Me
2011, and
too.
all I did was just get the. I literally just got the bot to kill chickens, just south of Falador. That was it.
Yeah.
To get myself to level 60 strength. That's all I did. And then I think at the same time, when I needed money, I'll just get it to collect the swamp paste in Lumbridge. Because for some reason, that shit was actually worth a good amount of GP.
I was botting to train my stats during the day when I was at school, and then I would also bot to make money, and I was like cutting U logs. Like it wasn't anything crazy. And then the money I would make, I would spend on like
Mm.
PK supplies and PK, but I was so shit that I would lose money PKing, obviously. but it didn't matter because I was botting to get the money back, and I kind of did that for years. And I would just make a new account, bought it to get the PK stats, and then PK while making money, and just repeating that cycle.
Good times. Good
But
times.
back then, no,
Good times.
it was so easy to bot. I don't know if it's still the case today. It was like
It's
OS
not.
Betty or something. I don't remember. Or like no, something else.
No, OS Buddy was not. OS Buddy was a client.
It was
Yeah.
kind of old school. What was the name in the
Yeah.
day?
I used the Epic bot back in the
Oh
day.
yes, that's
Oh
what it
yeah, I
was.
remember that. Yes, that's the
Epic
one.
bot,
Epic bot.
yeah. Good days.
Guys,
though.
don't bot now. Just don't bot. It's not worth it.
It's not worth now.
No,
The
nowadays,
protection is a
yeah,
lot easier.
nowadays,
So.
yeah, no.
Nowadays, it's literally easy to make GP. You just have to put a little bit of time into it.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, another question. If you had a magic wand, what would you change in old school RuneScape right
I'd remove UIMs.
now? What?
Just kidding. No, I'm just
I've
kidding.
I've kind of taken the serious route to this question here. I would generally just like, okay, I know this is just like for old school RS. This should just be for old school RS because really with RS3, who gives a shit? Make old school RS membership $10 a month. But when you create a new account through the Jagex launcher, it adds an extra $2 onto it.
So you don't have to pay for membership for each.
Yes.
Why just make a new like bundle where it's like $20 a month and you can have infinite accounts in your Jagex account with membership, and that's it. Like why do I
Fuck,
need
even
to
that, that's
pay for
actually
That's
membership?
good.
yeah, that's a good idea actually. Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
that would be
change.
good. That would
I'll
make more
happily
money
pay
off
$20
that.
a month just to have unlimited accounts. But at the same time, I have like a free to play main, which I kind of just like kind of play for fun from time to time, and I kind of don't want that to be a member.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the only thing that sucks. I mean, you can like have it like talk to an NPC in the game to be like, I want to be a member, and it's like, okay, log yourself out, log into a members world, and it's like, cool, you can do that.
Well, if you stay logged in free to play world, it doesn't matter if you're a member or not, as long as you don't
That too,
hop
yeah.
to pay to play world. But yeah,
I mean, that's
I don't know
kind of
what I
what it
would
was
do.
back then, but we all had to pay like separate money for each individual account.
I think if I had the
Like,
option, I would make it so you can. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm sure people will agree with me. But I would make it so you can opt out of PvP in the wilderness,
Fuck off.
I don't know.
just so you
Yeah,
can like, if you get like
that's
any clue steps in the wildy, get like re-rolled to something not in the wildy, and like if you go in the wildy, like opting out, I think that would be bad because then PKers would like try to attack you and it wouldn't work. But if there was like a world that like you can be, or if they moved bosses from the wildy, I'm thinking of a specific boss that I can't name. They move it outside the wildy because I hate the wilderness, bro.
I
It's
don't like it
annoying.
too, but I just think that's just yeah. I don't know. There's
All I know is that I just
yeah.
go every time I go into the wilderness. I know it's always for a clue step, and I always bring 3 items regardless. And it's still funny seeing people trying to kill me, and I'm like, you're
Yeah.
not going to get anything. But it's those people who go into the wilderness with, for some reason, their cash stack or with a master scroll book with all their scrolls in it, and then they die, and it's just like, I want to remove the wilderness. It's like you're the idiot who fucking brought that shit in there anyway.
I haven't lost my cash stack in the wilderness yet, but I just don't like having to deal with specific types of PKers. It's annoying.
What do you mean the
Basically,
AHKs?
Well, like raggers mostly. When you're trying to do like a specific boss and they just keep ragging you, I just don't like that. I also don't like when Jagex forces us to go in the wilderness for like a clue meta, like Hellhounds or Bear, or for clue steps. I don't like it. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Like it,
For
see
Me.
that
Don't
that's
make
that's the
metas in the
funny
wilderness.
that's the funny thing though. We wanted old school RuneScape to come back because of PKing and because of how it was like click and let the game do the thing for you after one click. But now everyone doesn't like the PK, everyone loves the PVM, and PKing is now dying, which really was the main reason why old school came back because of the whole PKing aspect.
True.
Yeah.
For me, I think the thing I would change is I wouldn't actually change this. It's just the thing that I least like is having to reclaim things like my suck helm. I haven't actually just because I just CBI. I just don't care. I already did it once. It's like it just feels like a chore, and I just do not care. Uh, and I just don't do it. I have it there in my bank. It just
I
yeah,
fully agree with that. Whenever you
it's
lose
just
your
ass.
Zuck Helm from a new quest, it's freaking annoying. Or not new quest, a new boss.
Yeah,
I kind
it
of
just
wish
feels
it
like a
was
chore.
grandfathered in. Someone in the comments said this to me. He said imagine if you get the Zuck Helm, you always have the benefits, but you need to redo all the GM tasks to be able to wear it, but you still have the benefits. I think that'll be a good middle ground.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
something
say
like that.
give the players a week after the new CAs come out to still use the helmet, and of course the perks as well. And then once a week has passed, if you haven't done it, then you lose access to it because you know now for a fact you've now lost access to it because you didn't do the CAs in time.
Yeah, that would work too. Like a grace period. But
Yeah,
the
the
grace
one
Yeah,
period,
week
I think,
grace
is still the
period.
same thing. It just
it's the
delays
same
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just maybe you have a week to complete it before you lose the helm, so you don't actually lose it. It's just
It's
annoying,
like if you get
man.
a if you get a badge, it's I don't know. I don't have a solution. I just don't like it, to be honest with you.
And it's always going to be the
To,
case. But it's the same thing with Quest Cape. At the end of the day, every new quest you
yeah.
lose it. So
To be fair, if you don't want to get it back, just don't get it back. I haven't gotten it back. It is what it is.
I know. I didn't get it back for like 15 months with Coliseum, and then eventually I got it back. But
Well, I got my first time after Coliseum, but yeah,
I
I'll
still
do it
need to do the
eventually.
Coliseum.
yeah, I like that. It's a good one too. All right, next question. I think that was your question, Godsword. Is elitism mentality in old school RuneScape dying?
I don't know what you guys think. I'm curious, but I think it's never actually gonna die. But definitely, I feel like back in 2020, 2021, etc., like after Inferno, it was like at an all-time peak, and then now it's not that bad anymore. I don't know though. Sometimes I see stuff that it is a little elitist or something. I don't know. I don't like it though.
It's never gonna die for sure. There's always gonna be elitist players. I mean,
I don't have much to say to that, but I would just agree, honestly. Like everyone's different to how they play the game regardless, and everyone's always got their own input of what exactly is happening, but the elitists will definitely always have something to say that will mainly benefit them rather than the game itself, I believe.
I feel like I hated it before when I wasn't like I didn't have an Infernal Cape and all that, blah blah blah. But now I have like pretty much everything. I still don't like it that much. I'm not so it's not like yeah before when you're not there. Obviously you hate it because it's like oh dude annoying. You know people are can be assholes. Like people didn't take you to top if you didn't have an Infernal Cape type stuff. Which I don't know if it still happens, but like I'm assuming it does. But yeah, I
it
don't know.
always will. There's not
Fuck.
much you can do about that, in my
I
opinion.
generally remember when Tob first came out, I had that mindset of like, they're not going to bring me whatever. I didn't even have 100 kill count at the time, and I actually said that if we wipe, I pay back every individual member the amount that they lost to the wipe, and I was the one that was losing more money than actually gaining it for a Tob run because like I just wanted to be a part of a Tob run.
Yeah. Yeah, getting a top team used to be hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
But I did it with friends, so I was okay.
Yeah, I did 416 a lot, so that was fun.
Same,
Good old
same.
days.
See, I'm an Aussie. It was harder for me
Yeah, with the garbage ping.
just
That's
to
true.
get good fucking ping.
True.
Cool. Okay, next question. The importance of Reddit in the game. Would we be better off without Reddit? I guess here we're talking more about like the Reddit handies that are complaining or shifting the entire game by complaining about specific things, and then Jagex obviously always caters to them. What do you think?
I think once Jagex basically stated that it's all about community polls, then every person has now a say where either a lot of people agree or a lot of people disagree. And usually when I look at the Reddit, I mainly just see people just post just shit posting most of the time, which is still kind of fun to watch. But then you have those people who then fully complain about the game, about an aspect of something that's happening. Like I think how people were complaining how the Mad Angel was dropping hard clues at a fairly good rate, and then people were like, oh, it should drop medium clues, and then everyone was on board with it. And then because the Jagex team have their own Reddit accounts, they look at it and be like, all right, let's go with that. Let's see how we go.
That
And
is stupid,
people
by
were
the way.
starting to
I'm just
enjoy
gonna
that.
say that. I don't know why they did
Yeah,
that,
because
but whatever.
it went more to people who were what was it? I think it was either they went with mediums because now people are believing like it's better for Iron Men. Where originally it was for hard clues, which were better for regular accounts. I think that's what people's mindset were thinking when they started to talk about that change.
It was more so because people were complaining that it's hard to get mediums on irons, but there's a lot of different methods that most people don't know. Like you can do harpy bug swarms instead of eclectics. Like eclectics is the best way, but it's just not very pleasant. You can also pickpocket gnomes. Like there's still a lot of options. And now you just added a source, which is probably gonna be 2 mediums per hour if I had to assume, or maybe 3 if we're lucky on a boss. So you'll get like, I don't know, 100 mediums passively. But I way preferred having 100 hearts passively. But I'm also very biased because I green log mediums, so I would have preferred to get cards instead. It's just sad because the one time Jagex releases a boss on release with clues, they downgrade the tier after 2 weeks. Like this is the first time we get a Wader's L angle from doing a boss on release. Maggie King, there was no elites.
Yeah.
If you waited 2 weeks, you got free elites. Yama, same thing. Doom, same thing. So
Like they should have gone with the split of it dropping mediums and hards.
that's what I wrote. I replied in Twitter, which is kind of useless. It's like punching a wall, but I said like, why not add both tiers? Like, why do you have to only do mediums? Like, DT2 bosses have all tiers. Oh, why not?
Yeah, I never understood why they did that with the Desert Treasure 2 bosses. Like, why giving them and drop all the tiers when like they're very hard to beat in the first place? Like, let them just drop hards and elites, or even just elites.
I think it's cool. It's good for counters because you can basically get like passive masters without actually opening implings. I think it's cool getting all the tiers. The rates are really bad though for like the all the tiers. I think it's like a 1 in 40 to get a clue, and then like you can roll any of the four tiers. Yeah, 4 tiers. So 1 in 160 per tier. Pretty rare. Consider you like 30 kills an hour or something. But yeah, it's something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely there's a lot of like people in the Reddit community definitely have a weight on what happens into the game. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, like things inevitably becoming easier. Like I don't know, imbued heart is now easier, right? Like just because people cried about it. But I do think there is some positives to it. Like it's like I've never done any of that. Like I've never posted anything complaining about anything. Uh, but it does keep Jagex accountable. So I do see the benefit, but I think it's just like the outcomes of sometimes maybe they are popular. Like I think people are gonna be happy overall happy that the imbued heart is easier to get because most people didn't grind it when it was hard. I feel like, but yeah, I don't know. There's a few things like catering to Iron Man a lot because guess who's crying about it? You know, Iron Man. Not that justifiably so. By the way, I'm not shitting on Iron Man, or maybe I
No,
am,
it's a fact.
but
We can all agree on that.
right, like Iron Man is not to again, it's not as hard as it
I
used to be,
I
right?
think Jagex
Because
caters
of
to
that.
Iron way too much. They should make their content as they see fit, and then Irons have to deal with it. But they keep Irons in mind a little too much, in my opinion. But it is what it is, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
The
one of
whole
the
point
reasons
of an
why I
I
de-ironed too. Like,
yeah, like the whole point of being an Iron Man is to do the things yourself in like not in a hard way, but it's just to get more out of the game than rather just rocking up to a boss, kill it for money, and then just sell what they have and then get new stuff. You're killing that boss for a
Nice.
reason, so you can upgrade yourself for the future. like how you kill bandos, you have to kill a little bit more because you have to fix the Torva set. Because then when you get Torva, then that's an upgrade that you had to kill bandos to get your full Torva set. Like you're trying to do everything yourself. That's the whole point of being an Iron Man. But then of course you have the content you can't do on your own, but that's a completely different story to that.
Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. I try to not get too involved because I don't want to have like weird takes and get flamed for it, which I probably do. So, but I don't have a Twitter account. I don't have a Reddit account. I have a Twitter account because I like following RuneScapers to see their progress, like especially the big name gamers that post their pets and updates. But I don't have Reddit
Yeah.
account.
I
I
kind
don't
of
think
I,
I ever
I kind
will.
of find it
Me
I
neither.
find it funny a little bit that when they make actual changes in the game, it's already collection logs I've just green logged that then made easier.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
thinking like
classic.
this is like are they after me or something? Do they know what they've done to me?
Always the weirdest
Same.
angle, unfortunately.
Because like right honestly right now I'm waiting for them to update Sarachnis to say that the cudgel is now a spider bane weapon to make it better on spiders. So then I can be like, okay, I just greenlogged it, and now you decide to make this change.
That would be a classic update. I don't know. It's okay. I kind of try to ignore everything. Don't open Reddit unless someone sends me something very stupid, then I'll open it for the memes, but otherwise I don't open it at all. Kind of let the people do what they want. I could play my game
Yeah,
anyways,
I'll literally
so
just open. I'll just open Reddit in the morning, see what the top thing is. Like right now, it says after 2 years and 3 months, I've reached level 99 fishing, catching only shrimp and anchovies. That's like the top thing right now.
that's crazy. I saw that on
Nice.
posted it on Log Chasers. That's crazy. Good dedication, I guess. Isn't it like under 10k XP per hour? Like, bro
I don't
spent
know.
like
I
what
mean,
1300
it's
hours,
10 XP per shrimp you catch, and then I think
like
it's
30 per
20 to
anchovy.
25 XP per anchovy.
Probably like 10k an hour if you don't AFK too much. That's crazy. 1300 hours, bro.
bring
So
bring back the what's it called, the Reddit memes of posting three different images of like the ideal dwarf body, and it's just a picture of fucking one of the dwarfs, which is like separated into three, and then people have to upvote it to try and make sure it's all correct.
All right, next question. How efficiently do you play the game?
she.
Fuck.
For me, I think it's
I'm
I,
it's
not.
I
hard to
mean,
answer because it depends how you define efficient. Like most people watch me do clues, they think I'm a massive efficient gamer, but then Wiki watches it and he's like, "Bro, you're garbage." So it depends how you define efficient. I don't think I'm that efficient.
I mean, if you play an hour, you're like gaming on. I don't know. Let's just say you're killing a boss. How much? Like, do you get 80% of the EHC of the boss, like, or EHB of the boss? Like, what percentage of it do you get normally? Like, it depends on the boss, but like an average, you know.
Probably
That's
80
how.
to
That's
90% of the rate on average
eh,
over long term. Yeah. I don't get one to
yeah.
one, that's for sure. 100%. It's a good
I'm
way to
more.
say
I'd,
it.
I'm
I'd,
way
s-
more.
I will honestly say it comes down to how much have you done within an hour of playing the game to then show how efficient you are at doing it. So
Yeah,
if there is a
like
boss that says like you can kill it on average like 30 kills an hour, but you somehow hit 40 to 50 kills in an hour, then you're playing efficiently.
well, don't get me wrong. If like I sit down and I'm trying to get efficient rates, I can maybe get efficient rates on many bosses. Like I can get EHP in an hour if I'm trying, right? But like on a normal day, if I'm just killing 1 hour of whatever, I'll get like 75% of efficient rate just because I stand up and I just like, stretch, check my phone, whatever. I just stop, right? Not because it's just what I do normally. Like that's just, I think in general, for me, it's like 75% efficiency by standard. Maybe I'm typing on Twitch between kills or whatever, right? Stuff like that. I think I play
See,
at
I
I
want to
think I
75%
think
ish.
also with us being YouTubers as well, we have that kind of efficiency to say we want to be playing the game to then upload a video. So we're playing at a very consistent rate for us to then progress further with our videos.
Yeah.
I want to change my statement. I did 2 hours of Arma during the cast, and I got exactly 1-to-1 EHB. So I guess I'm just a god
Damn.
gamer, bro.
You are a guy gamer,
What
bro.
can I
That's
say,
crazy.
man? Arma's like super easy to get EHC as well.
And then there's me getting a random beaver pet because I just need the petal garland.
Fuck
I think I literally
forestry.
just got the event and it didn't give me the fucking garland, so I'm still going at it.
What's your worst dry streaks or your best spoons?
Fuck. Temporos. I hate the tiny temper. That was, I think it was an almost 8-month grind with 20,000 permits for me to
Uh,
bloody get that pet. With me getting 4 dragon harpoons. You can hear how pissed I am right now. It was 4 dragon harpoons, which is exactly the same rate as the tiny temper, where I could have had 3 tiny tempers and 1 dragon harpoon. No, 4 dragon harpoons and a tiny temper. That was bullshit. But then I would say what really made up for it was me getting the dragon axe from Winter Todd before I even got myself a tome of fire
oh,
to
that's a
green
good
log it,
spoon.
which was amazing. So yeah, that anger just kind of disappeared after I got that dragon axe.
Yeah, Winter Todd is way more chill than Temperos too, so. How about you got, sir?
I think the one that's kind of a little more impressive, I'd say it's the Jar of Darkness, which is it was 670 KC,
Ooh,
actual the KC 67. Uh, but for like X amount, like I don't know 5x or whatever, I'm currently I think in a 5x dry streak at Whisper. I am pretty much 2k KC without pet or Siren Staff, which is 5x.
yeah, combine them.
But
Like
yeah,
4x
but
with staff.
obviously exactly, yeah. So I would say the Scotizo one was probably the worst. It was a long time. 670 Scotizo. It took a bit.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, my biggest dry streak was Volcano Pet. I've said it before, but my biggest spoon was
Yeah.
BA Pet, which made it all worth it.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's
Big
such a good
W.
thing to spoon too. I did get Olm at KC 16 Omelet, so
Oh yeah, I went dry
spoon.
on that too. Feels bad.
I'm actually surprised at how lucky I got on my main for the 3 mega rares. Because it was over 1,000. Actually, hang on, I got the lovely spreadsheet. Okay, fun fact about me. I love making a spreadsheet in terms of like how far I've progressed in like anything I've done. And I'm pretty sure my Twister Bow was in 1,008. My Cypher Vida was at 97, and then my Shadow was at 62. So I know I got absolutely spooned on all 3 mega
Dang,
rares basically.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Good. Opposite of Brown Tree.
that's insane.
Cool. I guess that's all the topics we have for today. Anything you guys wanted to add last minute?
I did have one extra question that I was very just curious about. I'm trying to see if I can just find it again, which was how did we find RuneScape and why did we just stick to playing it? How did we get addicted to it?
Good question.
For me, I was in second grade. I was 8 years old. This is 2006. And then my friend, who actually never actually played, he just logged in. He was at Lumbridge and he had a gold ring. I was like, I don't know. He had some other stuff like studded chaps, whatever, but I just saw the gold ring. I'm like, oh my God, that's a gold ring. And I started an account and it was me trying to get a gold ring. I never got it, by the way, like when I was like 8. So it was just me walking around, but that was like the start. And I stopped, but like by seasons, I guess, and I just never actually fully stopped. I was too young then, obviously, to do anything, so I didn't do anything. I was just walking around exploring stuff, but that was the start.
I also played when I was around that age, like 7 or 8 years old. I played at my grandparents' place. They had a computer because my grandpa would be really good with computers. And my cousin was playing RuneScape, and then I asked if I can play. And then I think it was my grandma was like, "No, he's too young." And then my grandpa was like, "Oh no, he can play." And then I ended up making an account. Good days though. I remember doing tutorial islands and getting stuck at the Prospect Rock section because I didn't know how to read English back then. So I was kind of just like
What?
I was kind of like cooked. I didn't know what to do. I was just following the arrows. And it says like Prospect Rock, and I didn't know you can right click. So then I had to wait like 4 months until I went back to my grandpa's place, and my cousin was there, and then he was like, "Show me how to do it." I felt so stupid, dude.
Your longest grind
Like,
right there, 4 month grind.
Yeah, it was harsh. And I was a big woodcutter
like
too. I love the skill, so I was cutting yews for money, and I was the first
Oh my
the
god.
first guy in my school to get like over 10K GP cash stack. You know, I was
Damn,
rich.
that's a damn
I was getting
flexing.
all the girls. No, I'm just kidding. I was completely BS. But it was fun.
They're probably males behind the screen anyway.
It was a good time.
Buying girlfriend. Bro,
Played on
I
and
actually
off
did
for a while,
start
though.
back. I actually did start back in that 2006 era, and I've actually been consistent with playing RuneScape. So I'm addicted. So it was my mate who showed me the game, and I actually made my first account. And if I recall, the first account I made was called Game Boy SP9 because that's when like the Game Boy SP came out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call my character after that. But then my mate actually then took the account. And the funny thing was is that I could not get off Tutorial Island because I got stuck when it told me to go into the music menu. But my screen was that small. I didn't realize I had to like scroll the actual Internet Explorer down for me to see the music player. So I was actually stuck just cooking bread the entire time, and then I found out I could just then scroll down a little bit to then open up the music player, and then I was able to
That's
progress.
insane.
And then I made Game Boy 4, which I had the combination. Remember, there was that old RuneScape music video of the Mr. Roboto, where it's just like the bots at the yew trees doing the zombie dance and that.
Watch
Have
that.
you
No, I
guys
don't
seen that?
remember.
Nah, nah.
Oh, you missed out. That was when music videos were big back then.
I was
And then
watching
I
music
kind of
videos. I remember that.
I was kind of like had the combination for my name, which was Game for Gaming, Boto from Mr. Roboto, and then the number 4 because it just kind of suited. So that's how I actually got that name. And I think at one point as well, I think I almost quit the game because I went into the Karamja volcano and I went inside and I couldn't find the rope to get out, and I died to a skeleton there. And I lost that bronze pickaxe, and I never knew how to get myself a pickaxe, so I never trained mining at all. So that was an absolute fun time because of that. And I think I didn't know how to make money as well, so I was stuck at the goblins until I made 1,500 GP to then buy myself a staff of air.
And I remember
Beast.
killing
What a
goblins
grind.
too for GP. Oh, you gave me
What a grind.
throwbacks, man. Too many throwbacks. It was good days
And
though. We
then
were so like I was so innocent, clueless. It was just like something to do for fun. I wasn't addicted as much as I am today.
Well, fun fact about the addiction was that it got that bad that in primary school I didn't do my homework, and then my mum actually came over to the primary school, and they're basically like, "Oh, your son's not doing his homework," and that like, "What's up with that?" And mum's like, "Oh, he keeps playing this game on the computer," and she told them what the name was, and then they banned the website so no one could play RuneScape at school again.
Just ragged
No
your whole
way.
class, bro.
I
Yeah.
got RuneScape banned from my school.
Bro, I just got a
It was the
flashback
funniest
being
thing.
in the computer lab playing RuneScape cutting trees, and then there was like someone else next to me that was playing RuneScape killing monsters, and then the teacher, like not the teacher, um the surveillante, the girl that like watches to make sure no one's like doing anything bad. She came over and she's like, "Oh, you're killing people. Like that's not good. That's like you're not allowed to play that." Like, and then he had to like close the game. And then this other kid in the class was like, "Yeah, but he's playing the same game," and he points at me. And then the teacher made me fucking log out, and I was like, "I'm just cutting trees. Let me cut trees. I'm
What a
trying to
snitch,
get
bro.
view logs." Oh,
But
good
I
days.
actually I actually fell for the hey, give me your password and I'll give you membership, and that's how I lost Game Boy 4 back then.
No way.
To be fair
I actually
though,
did. It
like
was
RuneScape gave us like proper knowledge on like avoiding phishing
Oh,
and all that. So It was worth it.
100%.
It was
Yeah.
worth.
That didn't actually stop me in 2010 when I first made 10 mil from free to play PKing for risk fighting. And then some guy's like, hey, give me 10 mil and I'll get your Minecraft membership. And I fucking lost the money
Took the risk.
for fucking Minecraft.
Didn't learn
But
the lesson.
you learned the lesson, yeah. Don't get scammed. 10 mil was not. It was a lot for you back then, but for today, the lesson was worth more.
Oh my
Good
god, I
days.
miss those days.
Me
Bring us
too.
back. Give us old school back.
I
Hell
miss the playing COD on console more. I think that was peak gaming for me. Playing like COD 4 and W2 with all the boys on voice.
Yeah, that was
I,
dope.
I I didn't get the opportunity to play Modern Warfare 2, but it was such a good game when I went over to my mate's place to play it. But I think the GOAT would have been Black Ops and then just playing zombies.
Yeah, that too.
Good times, yeah.
Oh well, good way to end the game. At the end of the ramble, or I guess not the ramble, the cast. Some nostalgia.
True.
All right, well, thanks for coming, guys. It was very last minute decision here to get to create this. I think Bodo, you messaged me like LogCast when with like eye emoji, and I was like, oh, let's do it. We bought. Someone else like, yeah, let's do it. So
I was looking forward to doing this.
I want to ask you guys for 2 to 3 shots each before we end. So who would like to go first?
I'll start then. Well, shout out to the RuneScape community who actually come to watch my videos. You guys are fucking amazing to actually have found me and watch my videos. And shout out to the log chasers as well, because they're a very good bunch of people who love to collect whatever they can in the game.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna shout out. Let me think. Shout out to some my noob homies. I have an IRL group of noob homies that they're not really noobs anymore. We've done like I call them noob homies because they were noobs, but now we did like a 20 sub 23 CM trio, which is not bad at all, considering they're
Sheesh. So
like
you're gonna call
one of
them
them
mid game
had
homies now. You gotta upgrade it
yeah,
a little bit.
actually one of them got like a quiver not too long ago, so watching them kind of like progress is nice. And then shout out, yeah, I don't know, some streamers that I still watch, I'll shout out. Canadian RS, I kind of chill on his stream a lot, and then like Joe Watermelon and Scott VC. I think like those are like the people that I chill on their kind of communities and streams, at least lurking the most. So shout out them, yeah.
I think we should also shout
VC.
out our missus for allowing us to play the game as well.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear when I moved in with the girlfriend. Like, would she judge me if I play? So far, it's good.
Mine has
So
mine
far.
has full support, bro. The best thing of what I love about I'm going not ranting, but like we both we're both fucking gamers, which is great. It's like she understands what I'm doing as well, which is awesome. And then both of us we just play fucking Pokemon because we're both Pokemon fans. And I did send you guys that whole case that I actually got custom made, which cost me a very good amount there. If you want to, you can show it in the podcast video if the people want to see it.
Just write it down.
And yeah,
RuneScape and
thanks for inviting. Dope to have a good chat with you guys.
Yeah, always a pleasure to
Yeah,
yap.
this was mad. I would love to do this again.
Do it again when you get screwed by your next dry streak, Bodo.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's inevitable.
I mean, hey, if your viewers wants to see us again, they should comment, subscribe, and like the video.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to put both your YouTube links for both of you in the description. Make sure you check it out if you want to watch some Clog series like me, but as a main for Godsword, or if you want to watch the Extreme Clog Locked account as well. So thanks for coming, guys. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Here.